shit, I made it. What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday fucking night. It's July the 5th.
What's up, fuckers?
I would like to go on record right off the bat as saying... Wait. Which police, my friend? So many. So, I'm sorry if that offends anyone who's listening.
Related and unrelated, fuck the over-militarized police state that thinks they...
And fuck Connecticut in general. And fuck Connecticut in general because property tax. It's just a mess, dude. Just a mess. It's a mess. So tonight we've got a crazy show. We've got actually about 15 minutes to get this shit all squared away because I got to call Randy. And get him on the line.
Oh, we're going to leave him such a bad one.
Hello.
Mr. Randy Massey.
Randy.
What is up, Mr. Knob and Jordan, my brother from another sick mother? What's going on, gents?
What's going on, man? What's happening?
I'm thinking maybe we moved the Bear Pong Indy 180 thing to the Randy Awards.
Oh, shit. What?
This is no endorsement to drink listeners, by the way. We don't endorse that behavior. But
I endorse drinking. I endorse drinking responsibly. And then around 9 o'clock, dude, I've got something really special for you guys to this week.
It's going to be fucking nasty.
Opus and Rob Roy.
Well, they know that. They might know that.
Of Dead by Wednesday.
Yeah.
Are coming here to OFNR. Acoustic guitar in hand.
They're coming down
to play some fucking acoustic tunes. So they're gonna play some acoustic stuff.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna do some covers, but are you gonna do a DB Dubs tune?
Yeah, acoustic? A couple of them, man.
Nice. I'm really excited for that.
We're gonna give you a new one.
We're gonna do a new one for you.
Ooh, I like it.
Brand spanking new.
I see, like that. Boom.
Hot off the press.
Right here at OFNR. You get that here.
Want to do You and I?
Yeah. Let's debut a new song on here. Brand new
album. We're gonna debut this song.
Very cool.
It's a new song. It's called You and I. And I'm really excited to see what this year's like with the full band. We think it's gonna put us into some territory we haven't been in before.
Right. Indy 180 Tuesday nights, 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern. On Stream Licensing's featured metal station, officialfnradio.com. OfficialFNradio.com presents Indy 180. 180 minutes of global independent music, news, and interviews.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Color Treaters.
This is Chris from Fear Nothing Man. Hey there, it's Cole Stevens, the madman from Snake Eye 7.
Brought to you in part by Cold Cock Whiskey and Blow Paste.
I'm Jasmine Jean, and I'm with Blow Paste, and I'm listening to OFNR Forever.
For the next 180 minutes, tune in and discover brand new music right here on Official Fucking New Radio. The show starts now. Yeah, what up, everybody? It's Official Fucking New Radio. It's OFNR. It's Indy 180. And that is right. We are the featured fucking metal station of Stream Licensing. Holy shit. It's fucking so badass to say and to be able to tell you guys. And it's really because of you people out there listening, tuned in each and every week. Whether you tune in every week, whether you tune in once in a while, man, we are broadcasting 24/7, 365 days a year, and 128 kilobits per second, which is a higher quality than satellite radio. And I want to thank Stream Licensing from the very bottom of my heart for picking OFNR as their featured metal station for Stream Licensing for the month of July. Once again, OFNR proving to you, you don't need to buy billboards to fucking be at the top. You don't need to spend exorbitant amounts of money, although I do, on licensing and websites and things, to get to the top. You just have to fucking put out a good quality product and be passionate about what you fucking do and what you bring. And you got to be passionate about supporting the people that matter the most, and that is the local independent music scene. And let me tell you, as much as I am proud, as much as I am honored to be a fucking stream licensed featured station this month, I am way more proud of my fucking Randy Award. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a Randy Award winning motherfucker. I got the Knob Award, which I don't think you can give to anybody else because I'm Knob. on a real, though, thank you so much, Randy. Dude, we had such a good time at the Randy Awards this weekend. It was such a good show. It was a really fun evening. It was something way different than what we usually do over at the Cherry Street station. Of course, thanks to Cherry Street for letting Randy put that on, and just for being awesome and the best fucking local venue that I go to, at least. I mean, I'm not knocking any of the others. I love Cook's. It's really close to home, but I love, with a capital L, Cherry Street. That's like my second home. So thank you, Dennis and Sarah and Holly and Rodent and Will and everyone else who had a part of the Randy Awards, and of course Randy Massey for putting them on. Really great job, bro. Thank you so much for the award. It's hanging up in the studio here at the OFNR base camp, and I'm proud as fuck of that, man. It's a really kick-ass thing. You did an excellent job, my friend. It is July the 12th. We've got a jam-packed show this evening. I am, as you can tell, by myself. Nuts wound up getting a fucking huge-ass screw in his tire over the weekend. He showed that shit to me at the Randy Awards, and I knew right then and there, I knew that it was going to pose a potential issue for this week's Indy 180. He may join us on the Skype line in a little while after he gets his tire all squared away and situated. So keep it locked. He might be here. I know for sure. Definitely going to have Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs on this week, talking about their fucking CD release show coming up in a couple weeks. Definitely going to have Jeffrey Miles on the line around 9 o'clock to talk about Slothfest and to talk about Bone Storm, not the video game from The Simpsons. Simpsons did it. I'm totally going to give him hell for that. But his brand new band called Bone Storm, which I guess is making their debut at Slothfest. So we're going to talk to him about that. We're going to, of course, talk to you about Slothfest. If you've gone to the event page of Slothfest this year, you can get last year's entire Slothfest at your disposal. Go get it. All the bands, all their sets, for free. Go get it. We don't charge for those sorts of things as long as the bands are cool with it. I always ask them first. It's their music. We just record it, and I always give it to them for free. But I always try to bring it to you in one way, shape, or form every day here on OFNR. Weekdays from 5 to 6 o'clock, we do Live at 5. And my Live at 5 is different than all those other radio stations, much like everything else I do here at OFNR. Because our Live at 5 actually brings you live music that we've actually recorded personally, that we went to personally and recorded, and 90% of it, if not more, probably 95 to 98% of it, is local Connecticut or local New York or local Mass or local bands that have played at Cherry Street or Cook's Cafe or Stafford Palace or any of the other places that OFNR has had the opportunity to be at, Cafe 9 and all these other places, Heirloom Arts Theater, Trash Bar even, there's a few in there mixed in. So every day from 5 to 6 o'clock, you should tune in and check that out for your drive home. If you have a cell phone, download the TuneIn app and then just look for OFNR. Look for Official FN Radio. You got to find us using the full thing, Official FN Radio. But you can find us on TuneIn, or you can just go to OFNRforever.com and click the monkey, and you can get us that way too. There's a mobile app there as well. So I haven't invested in getting a fancy mobile app because, quite frankly, there's 100,000 different ways to find us. And they all seem to be working quite well. So why cause more heartache and concern for myself if an app's not working? Blah, 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 blah. At any rate, some other cool things coming up, man. We've got a jam-packed month of great things coming up. So many great things. Obviously, this week, jam-packed. Next week, jam-packed. Gonna be awesome. We've got, what do we got? What do we have? Well, actually, before next week, this week, this Friday, this just added to the OFNR calendar. We weren't originally scheduled to be there, but Anarchy Promotions hit us up, and we are so happy to be working with Scott and Jeannie of Anarchy Promotions, because we get to go to really great shows and broadcast live and do kind of what OFNR do through a company that really does give a fuck about the local scene. And so that makes me so happy. But Scotty hit me up and was like, hey, listen, there's some bands playing at Bleachers on Friday, and we haven't really officially launched. It's not our first show kind of thing, but we kind of want to make right by some of these bands and show them what Connecticut is all about and the Connecticut media scene is all about, and show them how it's done properly. And, could you do that? And I was like, well, yeah, I've got nothing else going on. I'll get home from work, I'll have my bite to eat, I'll pack my gear, and I'll get to stepping. I'll get up to fucking Bleachers to go see The End of the World, Sakara, The Noble Impoverished, all live at Bleachers. And the coolest part about it is Scotty Anarchy is going to fucking live host with me, and we're going to have a really great time at Bleachers Sports Bar in Bristol. So come out and hang out. It's going to be a good time. This weekend is also the Posidemic Entertainment Anniversary Show. It's 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. OFNR not broadcasting, but I can almost guarantee you that I will show up to hang out and party at some point this weekend. Probably on Saturday. Looking more like Saturday would be better for me than Sunday. But I'm definitely going to go check that out, because a lot of great bands, and I mean a lot. Just an ass ton of kick-ass awesomeness. Next week, we've got She Walks Without Legs coming into studio. Aaron and Nomnuts and probably Josh, and I don't know who else is going to be here, but they're going to be here to talk about their CD release show. They're going to be talking about the brand new album. We're going to play a couple tracks off that fucker, because I have it, and I've had it for a little while, and yeah, you don't? It's fucking awesome. You should be at that show, because it's going to be fucking bananas. bananas. 7/22/2016 will be at the Jimmy Junkbird CD release show live broadcasting. It is their last show. We're going to talk to Jesse and the crew tonight about that, and we're going to get into that and why that is what it is, and we'll talk all about that. No insanity this week. No freedom of speech special this week. Last time Jimmy Junkbird was on, we did our freedom of speech special and got me kicked off of other radio stations. I'm so sad and disappointed. Not really. On the 23rd, we'll be at She Walks Without Legs CD release show, so we might as well just camp out at fucking Cherry Street. Honestly. Because, yeah, I should. And then on the 26th, I Within I is going to be here in studio bringing us brand new music, and I think we have the exclusive on that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's looking pretty likely that we'll have the exclusive for the I Within I brand new music deal on the 26th of July. So there you go, that's July. We are looking for bands for August. If you're in a band, know of a band, or a promoter, booking agent, in the music scene, here in Connecticut, or anywhere else for that matter, we love to talk to you. If you're in a band and you can do acoustic stuff, I would love to have you here in studio. We may be having Insano Vision in the coming weeks, maybe in August. Also, maybe Jesse James of Composing the Apocalypse and Posidemic Entertainment and Where We Once Stood and all the other bands that that dude's in like a million bands, and they're all fucking phenomenal too. So I'm looking kind of forward to that. We're working out the details there. In August, we do have one event as of now that we will be at. That's the 8/6/2016 Slothfest. All hail the ginger. OFNR will be there, live broadcasting, because I'll be damned if I'm missing that. I've not missed one yet, and I'm not going to start. And then, of course, 9/24/2016, OFNR's Effin' Fest 10. 10 years of OFNR in the making. 10 bands, $10. It is going to be an amazing show full of kick-assery. It's also Scotty Anarchy's birthday bash that evening, so you're going to want to be there. You got Cyperna, Vision Within, Everybody Hates Me, fucking She Walks, so many bands. 10 bands, to be exact. Fear the Masses, and it's going to be amazing. Gonna be amazing. You're not going to want to miss it. Naya's playing. I'm so stoked to hear those guys live. It's going to be rad, kick-ass, and awesome. So, there's that. Now, since at around 8:30, Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs are going to be calling in, I'm going to do the music break thing real quick. And last week, as you heard from the last time on OFNR's Indie 180 breaker that I just played you, we had a really special evening with Dead by Wednesday. And they came and did some acoustic tunes. And I want to play a couple of those acoustic tunes because I pulled them out of the show. And if you missed it, man, the show is going to be uploaded hopefully tonight for you guys to listen to on YouTube. I've been a little busy. Sunday I was at the Randy Awards. So that's usually the day I do a lot of this stuff. So I didn't get a chance to upload it, but it's coming. And so am I, and so will you be after you hear these amazing kick-ass acoustic tunes by Dead by Wednesday. Keep it locked right here on OFNR. Jimmy Junkbird in just a little bit.
Let's debut a new song on here. Brand new
We're going to debut this song.
Very cool.
It's a new song. It's called You and I. And I'm really excited to see what this year's like with the full band. We think it's going to put us into some territory we haven't been in before.
Right.
Since the hurt building this wall, they climbed and they pounded, it couldn't be surmounted. The smiling lips lessen the fall. If there's no truth behind the words you say, hush your lips cause it's killing me. The strong man I am made weak when asking mates. The sounds of the silence when your voice speaks. I move to the rhythm of your heartbeat. There's a place I have built but shown to no one. I'll take you there if you walk with me. You and I, don't dwell on all your memories. I promise you that I'll never leave. You and I. There's nowhere I would rather be as long as you're here with me. As long as you're here with me. We're not the same as we used to be. Sometimes good things fade away. The strong man I am made weak when asking mates. Sounds of the silence when your voice speaks. I move to the rhythm of your heartbeat. There's a place I have built but shown to no one. I'll take you there if you walk with me. You and I, don't dwell on all your memories. Promise you that I'll never leave. You and I, there's nowhere I would rather be as long as you're here. no one to blame. As long as you're here with me, it's nowhere I'd rather be.
Brand new DBW.
Brand new.
Fucking awesome, man. I can't even, that song is going to be awesome, like, with the full
band,
like,
yeah.
full on, yeah, dude.
Yeah, some screams in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be
it's gonna
serious.
cool.
Pretty psyched about it. Pretty psyched about it.
Now, 224 Tuesday. Alright, so, we got one more tune from these guys from Dead by Wednesday, Rob Roy.
Well, it's not our song, but we're going to give you a really
this is,
cool one. This is going to be part of the set that we're going to be playing on the acoustic tour. We're going to be mixing it up with some covers and some originals.
Nice.
And we're decided to do a Slipknot song.
Nice.
We're going to do a song called Snuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys
you
know
might
that.
recognize it. Bury all your secrets in my skin. Come away with innocence. Leave me with my sins. The air around me still feels like a cage. Love is just a camouflage. What resembles rage again? So if you love me, let me go and run away before I know. My heart is just too dark to care, but can't destroy what isn't there. Deliver me into my fate. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. I don't deserve to have you. Ooh, my smile was taken long ago. If I can change, I hope I never know. I suppress your letters to my lips, cherish them in parts of me that savor every kiss. I couldn't face a life without your lights, but all of that was ripped apart when you refused to fight. So save your breath, I will not hear. I think I made it very clear. You couldn't hate enough to love. Is that supposed to be enough? Well, I only wish you were my friend. Then I could hurt you in the end. I never claimed to be a saint. Ooh, my own was banished long ago. Talk the devil up to let you go. So break yourself against my stones. It's spinning up in my soul. You never needed any help. Just sold me out to save yourself. And I won't listen to your shame. You ran away all the same. Angels like to control. Ooh, my love was punished long ago. If you took it, don't ever let me know. You still care. Don't ever let me know. Don't ever let me
Fuck yes. Awesome. Oh, dude, that was killer.
fun.
That was amazing.
Thank you guys for having us.
Really kick ass, man. That was. that I want to break the aberration, but we're expecting a phone call here momentarily. Fucking love the aberration. Playing all kinds of shows. You should go check them out. We'll get back to that. I'll play that again. I hate to break music like that, but I know the phone's gonna ring here in just a few minutes, and that song is longer than the break I need. That right there was some DB Dubs, Dead by Wednesday, live from OFNR, right from here, from last week. That was two. That was Snuff, the cover, the Slipknot cover that you just heard, and then You and I, brand new music. And my phone's ringing right now. See? Told you. Answer. Greetings and salutations. You are on the air with Live with Official Effin' Radio.
Hi, Knob. It's Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
And I got Ball in here and Jim outside smoking a cigarette.
Jim outside smoking a cigarette. Doesn't he know there's an interview going on?
Oh, he knows.
Hi, guys.
What's up? It's going.
It's going very well. How's it going with y'all?
Excellent. Yep.
Excellent.
Drinking beer and
Living the rock star life.
Yep.
Without the money.
As per usual.
Yep.
Nice. Very cool. So, obviously, a little different this time around than the last time. No freedom of speech special. No craziness tonight. No, nothing nuts. A little more laid back and chill.
That's good. Yeah, whatever you guys want to do, we'll roll with whatever.
I want to talk about this brand new disc that you guys have, and Jesse was kind enough to give it to me. And I will say what I've said on the air here a few times in the past. I love your records and all, but it just does not. It does not do the band justice. People need to see you guys live, and sadly, the CD release show is the last time they'd be able to do that.
I guess they'll just have to come out.
Yeah, they'll have to come to this one.
Now, is this a marketing ploy, or are you guys really like not playing as a band anymore?
Oh, no, we're really not playing as a band anymore.
Wah. I'm very sad by this. Jesse, I told you this in person at the Randy Awards. I'm saddened by this because you guys have a unique style and sound, and adding Simon has been really awesome. And what's the reasoning? You got to give us some details here.
They walked in on me dancing to Madonna, and then they called and I got pulled over by the heavy metal police.
Well, that would do it every time. I mean, what the fuck are you doing dancing to Madonna? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Actually, as Jimmy Junkford insists, we get pulled over by the metal police quite a bit. every time we break into a pop punk tune, I feel like that happens. So I think it's just the differences in, I guess, in what we want to do with, music and everything like that. There's some other situations involved, but
like
we're still friends. We're still friendly with each other. So, I mean, will we be doing something again in the future? I can't say for sure, but it's definitely not written off completely. It's just for now, things are the way they are.
Right. Yeah, adulting sucks is what it comes down to.
Yes.
What sucks?
Adulting.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Adulting sucks. Yeah. Adulting gets in the way of living your childhood dreams sometimes. So
actually, that's a very good way to put it, Walter.
Yeah, well, roll with it. So, yeah, this is our last show, so everyone needs to come out to this one.
Yeah,
I love how people are suddenly sad about this news when they haven't showed up to our shows before.
Well, I mean, maybe more people will skip it now that they know that there's not going to be any more. They're just like, forget it. Yeah.
Well, it would be pretty much the same as any of our other shows.
Tell them that they let pop punk come on down.
And if they don't come on down, because there are other bands playing, it's not just us.
Yeah, that's true.
But Kali Ma's playing.
Oh yeah, Kali Ma's playing. So they're in line. It's that alone should get you to come out, because that doesn't happen very often.
Like 11:45 when we get off the stage and Kali Ma goes on. That's your prime time to come to the show.
Well, you should come early and stay late. I mean, that's always the case.
I get it.
But but in this
Would it be any different than any other fucking?
All right, here it is. Okay. we've been like sort of self-deprecating bands ever since we started, and I think now we need to not be self-deprecating. Why don't you come to the show early and see our last show, for Christ's sakes? We're going to make sure that it's a good one, and we're playing a lot of songs from the new album because it is a CD release party, you know. So, yeah, if you like the album that you don't have already, if you like some of the songs that we've been doing live recently, then there's no reason you wouldn't like this. So come on down and buy one of the 40 albums that we got printed. And then you can listen to it in your car. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you still have a CD player.
Yeah, I do. My car didn't make that jump into only iPod.
Yeah, I also have the CD player. I never
listened.
I don't
think they make new cars with CD players anymore.
No, it's starting to become less and less of a thing, and I know like Apple, as a for instance, does not have CD players on their laptops anymore. You cannot.
Or their iMacs, or their desktops, which is bullshit.
Yeah, my laptop is a CD.
Yeah,
I gotta buy a CD player.
Yeah, no, the actual desktops don't do that now, too.
Total nonsense.
We were actually thinking of making this new album on 8-track originally. You can only listen to it on 8-track. It was sort of like, you know, beating hipsters at their own game, but we decided not to at the end of the day because, you know. Because Jessica has a CD player in her car. Yeah, exactly. That was the only thing.
Surprisingly enough, actually, I had Chaotic here a few weeks ago, and they handed me a USB drive because of this exact reason, this whole not having CD players anymore thing. And I was like, do I still call it a record if it's on a flash drive? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're just thinking that's the way things are going. I guess they are in a weird way. You know, CDs are becoming less and less, you know, fashionable. You know, it's either you want vinyl, you want to go backwards in time, or you want to, you know, the digital version, or you want both. The CDs like the awkward middle child, you know?
Right.
So.
And I don't know if I've asked you guys, I know you've been on the air with us a few times, but do you prefer buying records, or do you like the streaming media?
Well, I'm an avid vinyl fan. I don't know about the other two here, but I'm definitely an avid vinyl fan. But I also, you know, I download as well because, you know, I do want to listen to stuff in my car. You know, my headphones. Can't bring my vinyl player with me.
No skip protection on the old record player. No skip protection in the car.
Yeah, no. So yeah, but I also like CDs too. I mean, you know, I still get CDs for bands that I really like. So, I mean, and if I really like your band, I shell out the money for the vinyl. So, I'm an avid music collector in the physical sense, not just downloading.
Yeah, I still think, and I've said it 100,000 times on here, I still think there's something to be said about buying a tangible thing and having that tangible thing, and there's a connection. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're getting the whole package, right? I mean, you're getting the music, but you're also getting the artwork. You're getting the liner notes. And as geeky as all that sounds, part of the entire experience, you know? Back in, like, the vinyl days, you know, people used to buy these big, huge, you know, gatefold sleeves, you know? These albums that just had these, like, huge, expansive paintings on them with all these liner notes and these facts and all, you know, the track list, and just sort of pour over it as the album played. I mean, it was a whole experience. And I think you lose that with downloading.
I get mad when I buy a CD and there aren't lyrics and all that stuff in it. Yeah. Like, I want to know what everybody's talking about and what the songs are about and stuff. So I get mad when lyrics aren't in it.
Oh, most definitely. And I mean, you know, guys like the artist for Pink Floyd, I mean, he made a living making album covers. That's what he did for fucking years and years and years. And he didn't just do Pink Floyd, but I mean, he did, you know, those guys particularly, and just made tons of money making art on album, you know, and it mattered. It used to, like, now you get a JPEG and it's like, oh yeah, look at my JPEG.
You're talking about Storm Thorgerson, I think. Yes. Yeah, he wrote a couple of books actually about all his stuff. It's good stuff actually, both for Pink Floyd and for the other stuff he used to do. But we have our own Storm Thorgerson. He works for free because he's in our band. Yeah. Jim Clegg did the artwork for this new album, and he's done the artwork for all our EPs too. And, you know,
I do like the new artwork is really rad. It's very cool, and I also like that it's kind of, you know, the scene is dead kind of thing, and It goes right back to Jesse's constant, the scene is dead.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, the three covers definitely have their own little story to all of them, based on songs or the name of the band or whatever. But there's, I don't know, I've been putting ourselves into, I like cartoons that put you into fucked up situations, so being in a band that I can put us into a fucked up situation that represents the, I know, it's cool. I like it. I've been digging it.
Rad. Fucking A, man. Now, I didn't even know that you guys had 3 discs out. I only have 2. I don't know how that works out. So if you still have that original one, I think I might have missed one along the way. I need that too.
Some people think we don't have any. Some people don't even know we have any, or that we're no, we have 3. We have 2 EPs and 1 full length that we just released, and then there's the 2 EPs. Bird Brains was the first, and then the Cove is the second.
I think I don't have the Cove. I guess I have Bird Brains. That one's the one I have.
We have 0 left of the Cove.
The Cove was very popular. I'm surprised.
You can have mine if you want.
The Cove and Bird Brains are all on Bandcamp, and we will have the new one on Bandcamp after the show. Right. And I think that we're probably just going to make it all for free at some point.
Right, well, because if you're not a band anymore, then to ask people to continue to pay is...
Exactly. I think one person has paid to download shit off our Bandcamp ever. So, yeah.
Thank you, that one guy.
I do.
Now...
In like 2 weeks, you can download the code for free.
Yeah, our fans downloaded it.
Yeah.
Have you found that your music has been like lifted and put on? Because this has happened to lots of bands that have come through here, where they'll put out an album and then within a day or less, the music is up on some German torrent or somewhere, like for free. Like
no, nobody in Germany gives a fuck about us.
We don't care about ourselves enough to Google ourselves either to try to figure that out.
Listen, if
again, with the self-deprecating, Jim.
Sorry.
You Googling yourself is really not what this interview is all about, all right? So,
thank you.
Really a little bit more than I wanted to know about Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs.
Let's see what I'm...
No, I mean, our music, for anybody, I guess, that doesn't know, I mean, we're a lot of self-deprecation, but we like what we do. We're proud of what we've done. We've done a little bit of everything, a little death metal, a little rock, a little punk, a little hardcore. But all of it's been pretty noisy and annoying in the good way, and just sort of just in your face and goofy at the same time. So
Absolutely.
I mean, we've had a lot of fun.
And that's
every song that every song that we've written has been recorded as well. So there's nothing like
there's nothing that hasn't been recorded.
There's no C-sides coming out anytime soon.
And I think the goofiness is what maybe I'm getting at when I say that the albums don't do justice to what you guys bring at a live performance. There's a lot of Baldwin, a lot of theatrics and hand motions, and there's a lot of animation, and the CDs are great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love listening to them. It's just it just doesn't do it justice. So everybody should come out to this show. This is serious business. I know you guys self-deprecate and all that, but you're a great local band, and I've seen you a bunch of times in a lot of different venues, and it's always a fun time. So I think people really should come out and support you guys for one last time and one last hurrah, and buy that record and get the actual fucking CD, because downloading is cool and all, but there's something to be said about having that fucking CD, man.
The design, I'll say, for this third one's nice too. I dig it. So yes, you should have it.
And really, there probably isn't even 40 of them.
First come, first serve.
Yeah, once they're gone, they're gone. So.
Well, shit, I'm glad I got mine early then.
Yep.
You're one of the chosen few.
The chosen ones.
Mm-hmm.
We made the mistake by ordering 100 of the first CD, and it took us 3 years that we've been together to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So we've ordered less for the Cove and the new one. So.
Just trying to keep it realistic.
I think yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Now, is there any songs over the time that you guys have been doing this, which is a while, because 3 albums and all that, is there any songs that you're tired of playing?
Yes.
Well, we have.
Elaborate.
Like 2.5 years probably, so we're good now.
I mean, I don't speak for everybody in the band. I guess if I could pick one song that I don't really enjoy playing anymore, it would be probably Stuffed Maggots. It's a great song, and it was, you know, when the time that we wrote it, you know, we were into just doing something really over the top, and now it's like a mixture of vocally, it's really taxing to do, and it represents like a part of our history that just isn't really there anymore. And I tried to tap into that same energy again with one of the songs on our full length on the scene on our new one called The Squirming, which isn't necessarily something that you should enjoy listening to, but it's me attempting to tap into that same energy. But it didn't turn into something somewhat goofy like Stuffed Maggots did. It turned into something really ugly and disgusting, which forced me to think, you know, I don't need to do something like this anymore. I think I've out-zanied myself this time, you know. So I guess Stuffed Maggots, because it's just a part of our past and somewhat not really a part of who we are now. It's just something I don't really. But we haven't played it, like Jim said, in a long time. So
yeah, that was on our first EP, and Simon. I mean, yeah, obviously we have to like you go learn fucking 20 songs right now. So that was one that just never got around to. We haven't played that.
Well, we haven't played it as a 4-piece in at least 6 months.
Yeah.
I think that we did play it as a 3-piece.
We actually played it. Did we play it at Cherry Street when it was just you and me?
Probably, but
I think we did.
No one would have known because
no one would know. No, but
I was at that show.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I would say that I don't like miss playing that song, but I don't know if I could pick like a song I'm really tired. I might be tired of what the fuck? OMG Satan. Is that what it's called now?
No.
Soda Pop Clementine. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Jess didn't just say that because we're playing it at the show. She loves that
I
song.
love that song.
She wrote that song 8 years ago and we're
played it in
playing
Pink Missile, and played it in a different version of Pink Missile, and played it in this band with a different name.
So everything that Jess is saying is like absolutely not cute. Her hair is pulled back a little too tight and she's drunk.
No, I like it, but like I'm not like yes. Like I mean, it's a good song. It's cool, and actually Simon has a lot of cool shit to it. So I'm not like, oh no, we're playing this song.
Which, by the way, Simon, in the short period that he's been in this band, has been a superstar when it comes to learning songs.
Yeah, Simon, if you're listening, high five. High five.
That guy is sincerely really an incredible, not only producer and recording dude, but he's a really fucking talented musician and has done some really good stuff, like outside of even the Jimmy Junkbird stuff. Like Vestal Clara is good shit, man. That is some good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, we're all fans.
And then what's that other one? Fuck. There's another band that he did. He gave me a.
Is it Monster Pilot?
No,
it's like more Murder Castle. You're talking about maybe Murder Castle. There's Murder Castle, and then there's Mom Street's Pilot, and then there's
King of Salem.
Kings of Salem.
Kings of Salem. That's it. Yeah, that Kings of Salem album is fucking awesome, man. It was in my car for like 6 months. No lie, my wife was like jamming out to that for like ever, and I'm like, what is this? She's like, oh, it's that Kings of Salem. That's that fucking that he gave us, and I was like, oh no shit, you know, because we were at one of those swap and stops, and he was like, oh here, take this, and we've been, you know, just one of those. It's still in my car actually. It's not like actually in the player, but it's still in my vehicle.
The one that's like a yellow CD with a black case.
Maybe I don't even remember. It was something.
That's still in my car. I still listen to that. I've had that for several years, and I still jam out to it.
So,
he released something last year. I forgot the name, but the title of the CD was "Horns on the Same Goat."
CEO Berlin.
Yeah, and he released it. It was actually old stuff that he hadn't released in a long time.
Maybe that's might be what it is. But I'm not sure, but it is awesome, and he's a damn fine musician. And I was so happy to see that you had picked him up and added him, and that's why I was kind of saddened to see like, oh shit, now it's over. And I've only seen you guys play with him, you know, 2 or 3 times, which, you know, you would say probably is enough, but you know, it's not enough. God damn it!
Oh no!
Well, no, it's not enough.
No.
It's just,
We're only playing with them one more time.
Better
And then it's done.
That's it. It's over.
We're new bands, and we're going to have them produce all of our own bands and shit. Other than that, I'm done with the guy.
So now
we're definitely going to, Simon's going to be part of our future musical endeavors for sure. In some shape, way, or form.
Yeah, of course. And I mean,
no, he's awesome. He kicked my ass a few times, like getting my drum recording installed. He's like, dude, you could do better. I'm like, no, I can't. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's a really dumb joke. But he was able to. He's very good at pushing what you need to get. Without even knowing the songs. He's always able to do that. That's the word.
And I think what I really like about Simon in the recording end of things is that he does things so old school, and he really is, while he does the Pro Tools thing, he still really focuses on a lot of analog equipment, and it brings that different sound than any other studio here in Connecticut, at least. That nobody else is doing. It's got that old school sort of flavor and feel, and it it brings back something that you wouldn't get, if you go to a Dexter's Lab, which is amazing. Nick does a fucking brilliant goddamn job, but it's different. There's something about that old school mentality and using those old school methods,
Yeah, Simon's very rock and roll about it. Like, not in a way that he's like, oh, I don't care how it sounds, but like,
he wants you to sound like yourself. He doesn't want to super produce you to where you don't sound like. He wants your live sound to come through on the studio recording.
I think his terminology was punk mixing. Yeah. It's just the less is more.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to overthink every little fucking detail and completely ruin the organicness of your band's music.
Right.
Like, it will still be there if you work with them.
Now,
and for being with him for the 3 CDs or whatever, he wanted to join our band, which,
we're all a little surprised. We're like, really?
He's learned, he's figured us out individually in the style of the band in any way that I think the recordings have gotten better. I think he's captured us better, even though our mistake is we should have released a DVD with it, with just Baldwin swailing around like one of those things those air things in front of the fucking those inflatable cars, whatever. Instead of animated Baldwin in a 40-minute music video, like put this on and listen to it. And
totally viral. That's what that is.
That's what we're missing.
Wacky inflatable arm flailing Baldwins.
Yeah.
I expect that to, when you guys get back together.
A reunion show.
Well, you're pretty much going to get a version of that at the show. That's what you get at every show, is a wacky waving, not inflatable, but a wacky waving fat guy on stage night after night. But I'm slumped. But
now, we don't have much time because I do have Jeffrey Miles is going to be calling in here in just a little bit, but is there any standout shows over the years that you guys have played that really stick in your mind and go, man, that was just really an awesome experience?
The Bacon Fest was great.
Yeah, Bacon Fest was a good time.
Yeah, we really would like, we liked being a part of that for sure. I think we played with Kali Mall earlier in the year at Seaside, did we not?
Yeah,
that went over really well.
Wow.
Yeah. We had
Kali Mall at Seaside had to be incredible because that place is tiny.
Yeah, it was like kind of a crazy thing. Everyone was like, Kali Mall playing at Seaside? So it was neat.
But they played and it went over well, and they had a good crowd, and the crowd stayed all night for the most part for all the bands, if I remember correctly. And that was a good show too.
And I had a birthday party that Alcoholica played at Seaside with us and Crystal and
what's this year?
That was a long time ago.
Did he say this year or did he say
I just said over the years. Yeah, that's fine. That works.
See, I'm expanding. But that was a fun show too.
I like the show we played in May with S-Bat, quote unquote, That was really fun.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
And then we played the show in February at Seaside. That was like that fucking sub-zero wind chill night. That we had like a sparse but very dedicated crowd that came out
the Valentine's.
Yeah, and we just fucking went balls out. I think we were just we don't give a fuck. Just band practice at Seaside. Let's just.
I mean, there were people in there, but it was about 0 degrees. No, it was in the negatives in the wind chill, and it was cold in there.
Yeah,
the door kept.
It was cold. It was cold in the club.
And that was fun.
But we played really well. Had a really fun time in spite of the
In spite of the cold. Yeah. So I mean, what's next for you guys independently? I mean, is there more music to be had, or?
Well, I think these dudes have probably some things to say.
I shouldn't say I started it, but I'm playing what is a cover punk band right now called Lobster Face.
Yeah.
That hopefully will have some original material soon. And then Baldwin and I are possibly doing something new.
I think we're trying to get something together. Jim and I and 2 members of the Matt and the Marauders group, who you may not have seen.
I did. I saw them at the FBAT show.
Oh,
okay, yeah, there you go. We're trying to get something together with those guys, something new. Probably wouldn't be metal, but it would be somewhere around the hard rock realm, I think. We're getting older, so, I'm getting my voice, my death metal vocals are not like they used to be when I was a young lad. So I think we're going to do something a little softer, but it's still going to bring the rock, And
everything can't be metal all the time, It doesn't have to be metal all the time. I actually enjoy finding bands that aren't always 100,000 million beats per minute. I mean, I like that shit too, but it's nice to have diversification here in the scene.
It's very new. I mean, we haven't really ironed out our sound just yet, but it seems like it's going to be right around, hard rock with some metal elements to it, instead of the other way around.
Right.
So,
It's a little early to say that. But then Jess is also starting to play with the...
It's myself in my basement?
Well, no, what you're doing with...
Hey, now.
You're in, right? Playing with your shout back.
We're back.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I might be doing some one-off random things. My old bluegrass band has a show booked in September. Agrippa wants me to play a cello intro on one of his songs. I like to go into my basement and play guitar badly and put it on the internet. So you'll probably just be seeing little random things from me.
For
nothing
for now, and then something will come along. And and you'll be like,
exactly.
I need to do this some more, and I know you can't stay away for too long.
Yeah.
I think you're going to reevaluate, what we want to do with music and, take some time off for a little bit and then just get back out there eventually with something new. Yep.
Absolutely. So. Very, very awesome, man. I'm saddened, but I'm so happy that OFNR is going to be there to broadcast live, to record this show for Prosperity.
Well, so glad you're doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
It'll be so nice to have that recording, and it'll make it really special.
And it's not like you'll never see us again. We're going to keep going to shows.
Oh, man, damn it. I was hoping not to see you again. Damn.
No, we'll be around for sure.
Shit. I kid. Well, anyway, is there something I can play off the new record? Is there something you want me to play off the new record, or do you want me to not do that?
Because we.
Oh yeah, play it. Really? No, you don't want to play it. What about Chimera? Because we put it out.
Yeah, because the drumming is not a good representation of the record. So why don't we put Chimera on? Chimera's a good song. Yeah, why don't we Chimera?
All right, very cool. Thank you guys so much for calling in, and Jesse, as always, thank you for Alternative Control and what you guys are doing over there. And I know all of you guys are part and parcel of that as well.
Yeah,
but,
there is too.
Yeah, we try to do our part for it.
But
wait, what?
It's
Alternative Control. You know?
Oh yeah.
It's an important aspect, man.
Got Mother Feather on the Warped Tour. They're awesome.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about that. I'm gonna just move forward. Who's on the Warped Tour? I'm not talking about that. We're talking about independent music here. God damn it. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I got to let you go and play a tune of yours. And then Jeff Miles from Slothfest is going to call in, talk about Slothfest and his new band. And we're going to move forward with our show here. And I can't wait to see you guys next weekend. Cherry Street. And everybody should go out and check that show out. It's Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs, Kali Ma, Composing the Apocalypse, or Alpacalypse, depending on how you say it, Our Own Destruction, and, of course, The Mighty Chaos Reign. Live broadcast, of course, by OFNR. If you can't make it out, but if you can't make it out, you're totally lame, and you should come out. I think it's, $5 to get in, right? I mean, it's not...
$5.
Your last time, fuckers. Last chance.
July 22nd, Cherry Street Station.
Be there. I think I'm just going to camp out because I got to be there the following night.
Yeah.
Yeah, camp out. Do what you got to do.
I might sleep with my grandma.
I'll just sleep in my car. I don't know what I'm going to do. But, all right, guys, it's always a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you on the 22nd, Friday, July 22nd at Cherry Street Station for the end of Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs and the beginning of Beautiful Things.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Later, guys. Here is some Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs, brand new, in fact, with Chimera. Don't go anywhere. It's official fucking new radio. The featured, I might add, metal station of Stream Licensing. We'll be back in just a little bit with Jeff Miles. Talk about Slothfest. Keep it locked. And turn it up. Or crank it up if you really want to.
moment go to waste. Taste the magic of blow paste. So give that salty sausage a peppermint taste with the magic of blow paste. Fresh freshen up the job before you turn out the lights. And get a pearl necklace to go with your pearly whites. If you want to make his day and put a smile on his face, taste the magic of blow paste.
There you go. Some Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs. Chimera. It's off the album The Scene. You can get it. July the 22nd. Cherry Street Station. For the last time ever to see them, man. That's so fucking sad. Oh, God, I want to cry. But you should go out to that show because it's going to be pretty fucking awesome. I mean, Kali Ma, Armed Destruction, Chaos Reign. Oh, man, there's so many great bands on that bill, man. And only $5?
No, that sounds pretty sweet to me.
Sounds pretty sweet to me, too, Carmen. It's Indie 180, 180 minutes of music, news, and interviews. We are just moments away. Mere moments away from Jeffrey Miles calling in. I'm going to kind of just keep it locked here while he calls in. And while we're doing that, I'm going to spin the band name tonight by myself. Numbnuts has got some car issues, and he's all crazy and frantic. So he might not be joining me this evening, and it's quite all right. It's you know, it happens. He's adulting must take precedence over Indie 180 and OFNR because this is all volunteer. This is all something we do for kicks and giggles. And we love doing it, and we thank you so much again for tuning in. Of course, Indie 180 brought to you in part by Cold Cock Whiskey and Blow Paste. You just heard a beautiful commercial by those guys. Go check them out at cheekychacha.com. Blow Paste. BJ a day. Any company that's trying to get guys blowjobs is okay by me. Let's spin the wheel. Tonight we are Loophole. I like that. I'm taking it. No mulligans, no nothing. We are Loophole tonight. Whatever that is. Every week we try to pick a band name. Last couple weeks we've been totally slacking on that. But nonetheless, tonight we are Loophole. Or I am Loophole, I guess. By myself. All by myself. Just waiting for Jeffrey Miles to give us a ring-a-ding-ding here. In the meantime, make sure you go out to a local show. Anywhere you be. I want to read you this quick email that I got from Stream Licensing earlier this week, letting us know that we were the featured station. It says here, quote, "Congratulations, Official Effin' Radio. You have been selected for our directory to be a featured station in your metal genre. We take pride in the selection of featured stations, and you should as well, as it is a great accomplishment and stands as proof of your hard work and dedication to this craft and is recognized by your industry peers. Share the fact you've been selected from well over 1,000 stations on our directory. Make sure you tell your friends and audience on all your social media sites of this prestigious peer selection recognition award. Again, we say a hearty congratulations to you. Keep up the good work. The Stardom Digital Stream Licensing team." And I cannot thank Stream Licensing and the Stardom team enough for doing that, for selecting OFNR 10 years running, and to continually still be getting awards after all these years is fucking baffling to me, you know, because I totally do this for fun. It is the one thing I've done for 10 years. The only other thing I've done for 10 years is be married to my wife or be with my wife. I've not even had jobs that long. I've gone through 3 or 4 jobs in the last decade, but I've been doing this for that long. It's insane to me to be selected as the featured metal station. We are honored and privileged, and you know, to just be at the top of our game after all these years really speaks volumes for you guys more than anything. It speaks volumes for the fans, for the listeners, for the people that fucking ensured that I did not stop all those years ago when I wanted to and said, I don't think I can do this anymore. I got 2 kids. I got a fucking job. And everybody was like, no. Fuck you. You figure it out, dude. You figure it out. And I certainly did. That is Jeffrey Miles. Let's answer the phone. Hello, Jeffrey Miles.
Hello, Mr. Knob. How are you?
I am doing fantastic, sir.
Good. What's shaking, man?
Oh, just doing the Indie 180 thing, rocking and rolling. I was just telling these fine folks about the fact that we are the featured metal station on stream licensing for the month.
Perfect. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
you deserve it.
Pretty fucking badass, man. It's one of those things. I woke up and I got an email and I'm like, what is this? And I'm hooting and hollering. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I woke everybody up in the house and like my wife's like, what the fuck?
Wait, you have 2 young kids that are real young, and you woke them up at 8 o'clock in the morning?
I'm actually pretty lucky.
Serenity you live in.
I'm actually pretty lucky. My 2-year-old sleeps pretty well. We try to tire him out as much as possible so that he will sleep. But he was gonna wake up anyway. So it's really the wife I woke up mostly, and she was just like, "What the fuck are you screaming about?" And I'm like, "Read this email." And she was like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!" Like, so. But we just finished with Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs. Dude, they're done, man. They're done as of the 22nd. It's the last time you ever get to see them.
Are you serious?
I am fucking dead serious.
I think I had read something or had talked to Jesse at some point and heard that was a possibility, but I didn't know it was a final in the can thing.
Yeah, it's an
I just said in the can.
It's an absolute for real deal thing, and it's sad. I mean, lots of bands are going through this right now. We've lost Lightsbane. End Time Illusion just recently had a huge thing where they're not doing the same members, and it's always sad to find bands disappearing from the scene, and Jimmy Junkbird's no exception to that rule.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of bands that are going through the, what is they call it, the 7-year itch, where they're shaking things up, or people have just kind of ran their course with each other, and it just happens, man. You know that.
It's a hard fucking thing to do, man. It's really hard to maintain, and especially when you're at this level in the local scene, and it's not a huge money-making scheme. It's really something to do for fun, and when it stops being fun, it's time to say, all right, we're not, and I'm not saying that was their reasoning, but that's one of many reasons that people say, all right, enough's enough, and we're going to go and do our own thing now.
Yeah, it just gets tough, for anyone that's been in a band. It's like having 4 or 5 other girlfriends or boyfriends or wives. You have your regular family, your relationships to deal with, and you have to deal with those within the band. And, sometimes those go tits up, and it just is what it is.
Absolutely. Now, from sad news to good news, I mean, for a band's leaving, and here you are starting a new thing called Bone Storm. I might add Simpsons did it. That's a Simpsons... Bone Storm's a Simpsons reference. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I know. When that came out, that was one of the first things that we heard was like, hey, man, it's a great Simpsons reference. I'm like, what? Like, oh, and then somebody sent me the video from YouTube of the Bone Storm video game.
Right.
Or whatever that was in there, and I was like, oh, yeah. But we actually, the name of the band was taken from a song by the Swedish band Entrails. Is where we actually got the name from.
Yeah,
so we were kind of just kicking around names or whatever, and one of the guys came up with that from the Entrail song, and it just happens to have a Simpsons reference in it.
Well, of course. Everything, what doesn't have a Simpsons reference? They predict the future, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, true. So, yeah, we kind of I wouldn't call it random, but it was just sort of a on-the-spot band that just started over I Am Conversation on Facebook, which is sort of how one of my other projects started. Was just talking to the guitar player Rob, who lives in Virginia.
Yep.
And I had said, man, my cover band's not really working as much as I'd like to right now. Just kind of feeling eh. And Rob was like, yeah, I'm not really doing anything either. Got this, that, but nothing really happening. I'm like, well, man, we should start a death metal band that sounds a lot like the old school Swedish stuff and uses some influences. And he's like, yeah, but I don't like writing over email, and it's just not going to be like being in a band. And then we started talking about something else, and like 5 minutes later, he's like, so what would you want to call that band if it happened?
We
started kicking names back and forth, and then we kind of changed the subject again, and then it came back to it, and he's like, so, you know, what would we do? Would I like travel up there? Maybe you could come down here. And it just kind of kept coming back to that over the course of like a half hour. And finally he was like, so how many songs do we need to play Slothfest?
Nice.
Oh, apparently we just started a band. So that's sort of how that came together. And I approached the drummer, Pete, from Tear Gas Union, about playing drums, and he was all over it right away. And then we were going to be a 3-piece with me doing vocals and playing bass, and it just really didn't feel like it was going to work out. And then we ended up talking to our vocalist, who's Clay from Beneath the Marrow. And so now it's the 4 of us, and we've only been in the same room together as a band 0 times.
Outstanding.
Yeah, we've literally, 3 of us have been in the room together once. We wrote 2 songs. The other guys have been in the room together and worked on another song, but the 4 of us have never actually been in a rehearsal room at the same time.
Well,
and that's only going to happen once before Slothfest.
It is a very difficult endeavor when you have someone who's out of state, such as Rob. You know, it's not like he lives next door. You know, he's got to travel quite a ways to get up here.
Well, you know, he kind of is the man about town. He seems to get around.
He does get around.
You know, it's worked out. We've been able to. He records things down in Virginia, and then when we practice here, Pete from Tear Gas had a pretty nice recording rig. So the demos that we've kicked out already sound better than a lot of stuff that I've heard bands record. You know, everything's very full. Okay, mics on everything, and we thought it was going to be very sweet, very Swedish, like Grave and Entombed. And you can definitely hear that in there, but there's some hardcore influence. One of our better songs has a big thrash part in it. So we just kind of took that as the base and threw a bunch of stuff in there.
Cool.
Just for fun, shits and giggles, see what happens.
Yeah, man. Side note, over the weekend I was over at the Randy Awards, and I got a copy of the brand new Tear Gas Union, and it's on vinyl, and that's so fucking awesome.
Oh, that's totally Pete. Pete's all into the collector edition vinyl, you know, with like blood from a griffin on it, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's
pretty
so
awesome.
Cool that you know, I have a Tear Gas Union vinyl. I'm framing that motherfucker, putting it up on my wall. You know what I mean? That's one of those.
Yeah,
things.
that's awesome.
Because it's like,
and speaking of Pete from Tear Gas, I have never been in a band with a guy who's more willing to just say, "Fuck it, let's do stuff." He literally. Like the minute we got him in the band, he's like, all right, so we need a design. We need some T-shirts. We need some stickers. We need a stage banner. We need stage scripts. We need all this stuff. Just happens. Pete just makes it happen. It's awesome. Instead of like looking at everybody in the band trying to figure out how we're going to do stuff, Pete just does it.
He just makes it happen.
Oh, man, all in for a dime, in for a dollar.
That's awesome, man. And, you know, you kind of need that, you know, in this day and age. You need somebody who's all about making shit happen, because if you're not, you know, it's hard, man. It's stupid hard to make any kind of impact, and I'm looking forward to it. So now Slothfest is going to be the debut of Bone Storm, yeah?
Yep. It's the only things we have going on right now because of the multi-state lineup, and then everybody has other projects going on that are in various states of either taking a break due to stuff within the band or whatever. So, you know, we have those schedules to work around, but we have Slothfest. That's the first show and the only thing we have in Connecticut right now. And then in October, the gears are churning to send Bone Storm to Virginia for a 3-day weekend to play some shows with a band called Gritter. Nice. Kind of a riff rock. I don't know. I don't want to describe him as Clutch meets Pantera, but kind of that vibe. And then there's a band. Remember Darkest Hour?
Vaguely.
Okay, they were like a Swedish melodic, kind of like a mix of At the Gates and Unearth.
Right.
They had a drummer named Ryan Parrish who's now in a band called Death Crown, and we hit those guys up to see if they want to play the shows as well. So it could be a pretty good time. I mean, you know, 4 aging dudes head to Virginia for like a bachelor weekend. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get into any trouble.
Yeah, no trouble there. No, not at all. Now let's switch gears here and let's talk about Slothfest, because that's a huge show each and every year. Always a good time. Obviously, for the man, the myth, the legend, Ron Cusack. You got a great lineup this year. You got No Honor Among Thieves, Age of Embers, When Deadbolt Breaks, of course, Bone Storm, Blast Mat, which I recently saw at Cherry Street, and those guys are fucking really good, man. I was super impressed. They do some they did a Suicidal Tendencies cover, and I was just like, where the fuck did this go? You know, because nobody does. Who the fuck does Suicidal Tendencies, really?
Right.
And I was just like, wow, this is fucking awesome, you know? Great band, and Enemy of Reason, Continuum, Chaotic, always fun there. And even if I get their names confused, it's fine. Gritter, The Return of Crown of Scorn, which is cool because another great fucking local band that is missed, and you know, of course, Rob Cadrain and then Alien, and just gonna be good stuff there. And Revenge Against God, another brutal ass fucking band. The return of fucking Bonded Through 8, which is fucking awesome. And then of course Tyrant Trooper, which, you know, you got to have Tyrant Trooper on fucking Slothfest because, you know.
Yeah, they have the duration of the festival. If we run it for another 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever it is, as long as they're available, they will always close it down. Unless we get to a point where our wheelchairs or the wheelchairs won't get up on stage, and then we'll have them go on earlier.
Right.
But
you just put them in front of the stage.
You know, this year, go ahead.
I said you just put them in front of the stage. It's fine.
Yeah, or we can do like a hologram thing. You know, this year is a little bit different. In the past, I always wanted to have all death metal bands, and it was a little weird because it was always on a Sunday, as you know, and that got tough on people because it's an all-day thing, and there are a lot of bands that wanted to play. There's a lot of people that deserve to play on it, so I like to have it at Bleachers in Bristol because it's a good location. They have great in-house sound. It's clean. It's organized. They have food, so you can run a full-day festival there and eat. They're willing to work with the bands to make sure we get what we need, so I like to run it there. But they would only give me a Sunday, so it was a one-day thing. Well, this year they said, you know what, we'll give you Saturday. And if you want, we'll give you Friday, too. So originally I had this thing planned as a 2-day festival. We were going to do a mix of metal on Friday and then all death metal on Saturday. And then these two bands that I had really never heard of, but they apparently they're a big deal, Carcass and Crowbar, they decided to go on tour together and play in New Haven on Friday night.
Right, and you're not going to compete with that.
Yeah, exactly. Where you're going with that. Yeah, not going to compete with that.
No, you're not competing with Carcass, man. It's not happening. Because a lot of the bands that you would want to play, I know Tony Mike is going to be at Carcass. I know he's going to, you know, Jaden Skorsky is going to fucking Carcass. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly. I'm going to Carcass.
Right, exactly.
And I'm not going to lie. When I saw that, I started kicking it around, and you know, I called some of the guys that are in the bands that are playing, and some of the guys in the scene that I trust. And what's your take on it? And it was pretty much like 85-15% split. Like, you should cancel Friday because we're all going to Carcass and Crowbar. And then I kind of thought about it. I'm like, well, Carcass is one of my 5 favorite bands of all time. Yes, I want to go to Carcass as well. So, you know, that wasn't me wanting to go wasn't the big reason, but at the same time, it just wasn't fair to make people choose. So we condensed the festival down back into one day, but it's on Saturday, so there will be a day of recovery on Sunday for most people. We had to shorten up some of the sets. There are some of the first 5 bands, I believe, are only playing 30 minutes instead of 45. But we got almost every band from Friday onto the Saturday show just by condensing things. So it's going to be a long day of metal, but I don't know. I think it's one of the better bills. I'm totally digging that it's not just death metal. We got some hardcore on there. Age of Embers is female-fronted power metal. You know, When the Deadbolt Breaks, doom metal. It's Blast Mad is punk, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I've seen them one time, and it was a long time ago.
They're totally a punk, straight-up punk band.
They're a punk band.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. Enemy of Reason, you know, traditional metal, Continuing Chaotic are mainstays in the scene and on this festival. Some progressive death metal, and then obviously Chaotic's just brutal death metal.
Yeah, it's just
Gritter's the band that we're going to play in Virginia with. They wanted to come up because they know Rob, so we got, you know, some riff rock there, and then the last 4 bands, like Crown of Scorn was supposed to headline Friday. That's a big reunion. That's a huge reunion. That band released an amazing record and then broke up.
Yeah, that is a fucking badass record, too. You are right about that, sir.
Yeah, it was, that year, I know there were some other records that came out, and somebody is going to virtually slap me when this interview's over because I forgot about them. But I was listening to Agenda 21 and then the Sum of All Your Fears from Eyes of the Dead. Those are like the 2 local records that blew me away that year. And then, you know, Rob moved to Virginia and Crown of Scorn was no more. So got him back in the same room. I'm really looking forward to that. And then the Revenge Against God with Rick Brayall. and his boy playing the other guitar, and I think Alan, the drummer from Crown of Scorn, drumming in that band. Very much looking forward to that. And then, of course, the last two bands, Ron's old band, Bonded Through Hate, and then Tyrant Trooper. And Bonded Through Hate is doing it properly, and I believe Rick Brayall from Trooper and from Revenge Against God is taking Ron's spot. Excellent. So it's the three original members plus Rick doing the Bonded Through Hate stuff.
Excellent. So it's going to be a proper Bonded Through Hate, some serious brutality.
Yeah, absolutely. They were kicking around. Aaron, the bass player, hit me up and said, well, if we can't get a live guitar player, would you be willing if we could get Ron's studio tracks? And could we play the studio tracks through the PA and just play along to them so it's really Ron playing? And I was okay with that because I know they'd be able to pull it off, but to have, somebody like Rick, who's a top-notch player, who is friends with Ron and is going to do the material a good service, that was very important to me. And I'll say this publicly now, I've given the members of Bonded Through Hate a ton of shit every time they've approached me about playing Slothfest because I want them to do it right.
Right.
And, making sure you have live musicians and making sure they'll do the songs justice was a huge, huge thing for me.
Oh, most definitely.
It's fucking going down.
It's about the honoring of a man who brought us some sincerely brutal fucking tunage, man. And that, there's tone and style and all these things that have to get incorporated. And if you're not going to do it right, well, then you're just kind of riding the coattails of an awesome man. It's kind of like Zakk Wylde filling Dimebag's shoes. It doesn't work. It'd be great and all, but it's not proper.
Right, exactly. There's one thing to do something for nostalgia's sake, and then there's another way, to be authentic to the material. So I'm just glad that they decided. They came to me and said, "Hey, Rick agreed to do it. We're going to do it this way," and it's going to go down. This is going to be an awesome day of metal. I'm just really hoping people come out early because the early bands deserve the fans as well, and then they stay all night. I've kicked around the idea of moving Trooper a little earlier, but it really comes down to gear, and we have a lot of bands that share a lot of members at the end of the night. So not having to move people's stuff on and off the stage also comes into play. So I think it's going to kind of be how it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, OFNR will be there the entire day. We'll be broadcasting live. If you can't, for some fucked up reason, make it out, maybe you're out of state, maybe you're out of country, maybe you're out of cash, maybe you're out of your fucking mind to miss the show. OFNR, of course, will be there broadcasting live, doing what we do, recording all the sets, making sure we get this shit for prosperity because each and every year it's been fucking phenomenal, and, I wouldn't miss it for the fucking world, man.
I appreciate that, man. I had a comment to make about that as well. Oh, when you mentioned, if you can't make it because you're out of state or you're out of country or you have a family and that just doesn't fit, I do have a GoFundMe page. It's been laying kind of low most of the year, but I get a lot of people that come up to me and say, "Hey, I know you guys run a great festival, raise money for charity. Is there some way I can donate?" And really, it's just if you have money on me, you can hand it to me or whatever. And I've never really had a way to give money outside of coming to the show. So this year we have a GoFundMe page. You can go to if you're a Facebooker, you can go to Facebook and search for Slothfest 2016. The tagline is "All Hail the Ginger" due to Ron's love of the redhead. The GoFundMe link is in there, and if you can't make it but you still want to donate, because we do give all the profits from the show away to charity. The first year we donated it to Ron's family. Last year we donated it to the family member of somebody in the scene who's going through a very similar situation herself. We haven't decided who's going to get it this year, but we give all this money away. So if anybody wants to make a donation, they can find that GoFundMe page and donate right then and there. Absolutely. The show itself is going to be $20 at the door, no pre-sale tickets, all ages, all day.
Absolutely, and it's a great venue. I mean, the food is fucking phenomenal. It's the sound is great. It's a nice place, like you were saying. And people should come out to this. I mean, this is going to be one hell of a rager, and you're not going to want to miss it. I mean, you really ought to come out early. And now that it's on a Saturday, you really have no excuse because, honestly, you got a day of recovery now, which I for one, am thankful for because, I do the adulting thing during the week, and I'd have still been there for sure, but That Monday would have sucked. Would have fucking sucked balls. Uh-oh. I think I might have lost Jeff. Here, hang on a second. Yeah, I think I might have lost Jeff. I don't know what happened. His phone may have died. I don't know. Oh, man. Damn it. Jeff, call back. Ooh, that was a good burp. We're talking about Slothfest, and you can check it out on Facebook events. Slothfest 2016, All Hail the Ginger. Fucking No Honor Among Thieves, Age of Embers, When the Deadbolt Breaks, Bone Storm's debut show, Blast Mat, Enemy of Reason, a great fucking band, Continuum, a great fucking band, Chaotic, a great fucking band, Gritter, I've yet to see, so I'm really looking forward to that. Crown of Scorn, brilliant. I cannot wait to see the reunion of Crown of Scorn. That's going to be fucking brutal and savage and mean. Fucking Alien is no joke when it comes to vocals, and that band is tight as fuck, and that album is really good. We're going to play some music here in just a minute. Revenge Against God, which is another just brutal fucking band. Bonded Through Hate, and of course Tyrant Trooper. Trying to see if we can't figure out what's going on here with Jeff. See if we can't get him back on the line. So just bear with us momentarily. Slothfest returns. $20 tickets, as Jeff was saying. Bleachers has a full-service kitchen menu. It's really good music. If you want to call back, it's cool. It's fine. I'll go to music. I'm going to play some tunes from some of these bands. And I know it's dead air, but I'm working here. We're going to play some music from Slothfest, not from the show itself, but bands that are going to be appearing there. And, of course, thank you to Jeff Miles for calling in, for telling us more about the show. You guys are going to keep it locked. We had Chaotic a couple weeks ago, even though I kept calling him Continuum because my brain would not unfuck itself, because Darren is in both bands, and he was sitting directly across from me, and I just kept seeing him, and basically I'm an asshole. And so we're going to play some brand new fucking Chaotic off the brand new album. And you're going to keep it locked right here on OFNR's Indie 180. We got music, we got news, we got interviews. Don't go anywhere. Here's Chaotic with 8 Stages of Death. Right here on OFNR's Indie 180.
Indie 180.
Another 180 minutes of music, news, and interviews tonight. We've got Chaotic. They'll be here just a little bit. It's Tuesday. You can tell because we played a whole bunch of like promos right there, back to back. Last time, the intro, and the Nom Nuts intro.
Boom, this is Jordan from She-Walks, and this is Indie 180.
My name, of course, is Knob. That's Jordan.
Nom Nuts.
I should actually make an actual, like, Nom Nuts intro.
Nom Nuts.
Instead of a Jordan intro. I now have the Super Nom Nuts button.
Nom Nuts.
I'm going to play an old track by Continuum. I mean, Chaotic. Jesus. Darren, this is what happens when you're in two bands.
So you got mad space after the Continuum.
Keep saying Continuum.
I know, I'm an asshole. I just beat my ass. It's fine. Brain malfunction. We're all talking off the air about the crushing nature that is Continuum, dude. And Jesus Christ. And we're back to that. Hey, hi. And then Chaotic with Manny is no more.
Not Continuum.
Dude, I'm an asshole.
It's almost like I did it on purpose. Wait, did you?
So obviously you guys are here because you guys got a brand new record out. And I say record because I'm old. He handed me a fucking USB stick. So I don't know if I call it a record. Is it still a record if you hand it to me on a USB stick?
Got some new pitch.
Yeah.
There you go.
How long was the process to make the new record?
Too long.
Indie 180, 180 minutes of music, news, and interviews. Tuesday nights, 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern.
Everyone should go get the new Chaotic album. Go get it right now, whether it's at a show, whether it's on iTunes, whether it's on fucking Amazon, whether it's on fucking Spotify. Go get it. Why don't I give you a live broadcast of Chaotic from 2013?
Oh, yeah. You guys are in for a treat.
Who's that? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, 21 and over, the smoothest jazz band in Connecticut, Continuum.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh, I see what you did there!
We'll go to right now.
is not so
This is Aaron.
Josh.
And this is the Nom Knots, and you're listening to Official FN Radio. She walks for all your She Walksley needs. Keep it locked.
Are you tired of this? Aw, man, what the fuck? Do you want more of this?
You fucking rule, man!
Then tune in to Effin' Radio, where you won't get any of this.
Are you fucking shitting me?
But you'll get a whole lot of this.
Dude, that's fucking sweet! Details at officialfnradio.com.
Fuck!
Yes, indeedy. OFNR. Official fucking new radio. You will get a lot of fucks here at OFNR. It's in our namesake, for fuck's sake. Hey, that was Crown of Scorn. Holy shit. Brutal fucking music, man. That album is so fucking tasty. I'm so glad to know that they're coming back, even if it's for a one-time only type of thing, for Slothfest. And I'm going to be able to get the recording of that, and I am so fucking fortunate to have this job, man. To be able to go to events and see amazing live bands and win Randy Awards and fucking be the featured station on stream licensing for metal. And, man, it's good to be fucking OFNR on some days. Before that, Continuum with Man Up. I know, it's a little older. It's off the Rise and Fall record. I know. Usually I play stuff off 7. They got a brand new record coming out. And I'll say record because I'm old. And I expect that they will be showing up to the OFNR studios when that is all prepared and ready to go, so that we can get first dibs and first crack-a-lack at that fucking record and be able to play it. And maybe that evening I'll call them Chaotic all night because since I fucking called Chaotic Continuum many, many, many times when they were here. Before Continuum, see, I'm trying so hard not to fuck this up. Before Continuum with Man Up, we did have Chaotic with 8 Stages of Death. Brand new stuff, brand new record. Go get it. You can get it on iTunes and Amazon and Spotify, but you should get it from the band. It's on a fucking cool flash drive. It says Chaotic right on it. And when you're done with the flash drive, you could use it for other things. You know, I'm always, who can't use an extra flash drive around the house, you know what I mean? I know I'm always looking for an extra fucking flash drive, you know? So anyway, it's OFNR's Indie 180, 180 minutes of music news and interviews. It is 9:47. I would like to do some fucking Cannabis Collective. My co-host and cohort, Nom Nuts, is not here this evening.
Nom Nuts.
But, nonetheless, we do support the legalization of cannabis and believe that it should not in any way, shape, or form, as a legal standpoint, be a Schedule 1 drug. That makes no goddamn sense. And we like to bring you news from around the globe about cannabis information.
Dr. Green Thumb, paging Dr. Green Thumb.
This evening, I've got something kind of topical. You know, everybody's playing this new fucking Pokemon game. And I'm not going to knock it. I mean, whatever. Yo, you play... You know, there's this meme where it's like, oh, let people enjoy... Frank Connors, and fuck Frank Connors, because I could say that, because he would totally say fuck nah back, just posted this thing, and a lot of other people have posted it too, where, you know, people who don't play it or don't like it should let others enjoy it, and we can't discuss it, and we can't talk... God forbid we say anything negative about it. Blah, blah, blah. You know what? Fuck Pokemon, man. Fuck them right in their ass. However, while you're on your next Pokemon Go mission, here are 7 cannabis strains for your next Smokymon. Now, Smokymon I would probably play, man. I would probably play that, man. There is 7 strains that you can go and find on your recent Pokemon Go adventures. Instead of picking up Meowth, you should pick up some Fire OG, an ideal choice for the next time you and your friends are out catching the fire-breathing Charizard. Powerful in its own right, Charizard's flame is so hot it can melt boulders. Fire OG is not to be underestimated. The next one is Durban Poison. It's a sativa, feeling a little sleepy while on your walk. Don't end up feeling like Snorlax. These are actual Pokemon names, by the way, and I'm not kidding you. This all comes from Leafly, by the way, in case you wanted to follow along at home. It does not get any better than this. Exactly what you would expect from a sativa, energizing, uplifting, and very tasty sweet pine citrus flavor. Sounds delicious, and I want some now. The next one up is a hybrid. It's 707 Headband, which I don't know if it's a Pokemon name or a fucking cannabis name, but another strain that can help treat some tension and anxiety, because not all cannabis gives you anxiety. That's a fucking urban myth, brought to you by the man. Fuck the man, damn the man, save the empire. Headband 707 brings a strong hybrid high that leaves consumers feeling heady and creative rather than sleepy. Sounds right up my fucking alley. I love the fucking creative high, man. That's what I fucking love, that shit, man. Next one up is Poison Haze, not to be confused with Purple Haze. This is a sativa while out trying to catch the poison ground type Nidoqueen, or Shoe, if you're into chin Pokemon. I collected fucking Alabama Man recently. I was fucking happier than shit, man. Poison Haze strain is sweet citrus aroma with help take her on her powerful tail down in battle. This is extremely potent stuff. Intense, powerful high similar to the high from Durban Poison, except lasts a hell of a lot longer. Poison Haze, go get it while you're out and about searching for Pokemon. Here's the thing. If you're going to go out and search for Pokemon, be fucking smart. Don't go on private property. Don't go to the fucking police departments. I saw a fucking post earlier from one of the police departments saying, if you're out here looking for Pokemon out in our bushes, it's probably not a good idea, especially with the tensions being so high. And I'm not going to talk politics because tomorrow night I think Josh and Doug from Fear the Masses are going to come and do fucking Citizens Inform, and they'll inform you all about politics. I'm going to talk to you right now about cannabis. I'm sure a lot of you are cannabis supporters as well, even if you don't smoke. Because at the end of the day, legally it makes no sense for it to be a fucking Schedule I drug. That means that it has no medical value. 22 plus states have already passed medicinal laws saying otherwise, so fuck yourself. And treating kids with epilepsy and such works. It's effective, and you don't have to fucking get them all fucking hopped up on fucking opiates and shit. Anyway, the next strain is another sativa, Super Silver Haze. Are you at the point of your Pokemon Go adventure where all you want to do is get blasted with Blastoise? Well, the 4-time high times Cannabis Cup winner Super Silver Haze will do the job. Strongest sativa, especially from a skilled grower, lives up to and exceeds expectations. Sounds like a good time to me. Next one up is a hybrid called Agent Orange, not to be confused with either the band nor the really awful chemical that they used in Moors. It's a pretty potent strain, has a munch pack ready. Worth the munchies, it smelled like Sunny D. Sounds good to me. Last but not least, the Incredible Hulk. Need a little extra kick on your final push in finding Pokemon characters? The Incredible Hulk sativa will help you not only end up like Slowpoke, it'll get you creative and social energy boost with blueberry, pineapple, and earthy flavors overwhelming your palate. So fuck Pokemon Go. Let's do Smokemon, yo. Moving on, another article from Leafly. There's a fucking dating app for everything these days. Even the fucking Amish have Amish dating sites and shit. So why not have a 420 dating, which is an interview with Molly Peckler, cannabis dating website founder. Warm, passionate, and exactly the person you'd want to help find the partner of your dreams. She owns Highly Devoted, a cannabis-friendly dating site and life coaching company. Last month, she and her husband, Mark, moved from Chicago to Venice Beach, a decision that will undoubtedly have positive effects on her budding cannabis business because, at least in Venice Beach, they're, stoner-friendly. And there's this whole interview. I'll post the link not only on the Indie 180 group page if you are a part of that. If you're not, go check it out on Facebook if you are on the Facebooks, so that you can follow along at home. Send us links of things that you want us to talk about, cannabis-wise or otherwise, and especially fucked up news. I love getting fucked up news from my friends. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Go check out that interview. I'm not going to give it to you here, but you can go check that out. And last but not least, also from Leafly. Apparently I was on Leafly this week. What is your reason for being pro-cannabis? If you are pro-cannabis and you have a reason, let us know here on OFNR, Indie 180. What's your reason? My reason really, it comes down to facts. It really just comes down to facts. The fact of the matter is, cannabis is not this awful thing that they tried so hard to make you believe over the years with, all this propaganda. It's not a gateway drug, and if it is, somebody better tell Willie Nelson real soon before he passes away. Because, yeah. I mean, sure, that guy's done other things, but not because of cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Give me a break. So what's your reason for being pro-cannabis? This article talks about there's a lot of talk surrounding the legalization of cannabis, and we all know people incorporate cannabis into their lives for a variety of reasons. As many residents across the U.S. prepare to cast their votes come November, we figured to take an Instagram to ask their followers, what's your reason to legalize the leaf? One user says, the healing herb of light, love, and ascension, the mother. Tranquility, insight, and happiness, says another one. Life was meant to be enjoyed. Let the herb be enjoyed. It's the only plant in nature. Grows on its own. You don't have to do shit. I mean, sure, there are all these fucked up strains that I was talking about with the Smoky Mon, which should be an app immediately right now, and I will be walking around like fucking everyone else out there with their Pokemons. Look up from your phone every now and again. Don't get hit by a car, okay? While you're collecting Pikachus and shit. But there's so many different strains that do different things. It's silly that it's still illegal. It's in many places. I'm not ready for the sever the drama yet. We're still talking herb here, man. We're still talking herb, man. So there's lots of reasons. Go check out the link up on the Facebooks. Go do that now. At any rate, I got brand new music coming to my inbox. Actually, in my inbox right here, right now. Ooh. I got brand new music. And never before heard anywhere. Any fucking where. If you're keeping it locked, you are so brilliant. Because we had Jeffrey Miles on just a little while ago, just before the Cannabis Collective. And he sent me over some brand new Bone Storm. Simpsons did it. I don't give a fuck where it came from. Simpsons did it. And here's a little taste of some demo stuff, obviously, from Bone Storm. So check this out. Now, this is a demo, brand new stuff here from Bone Storm. This one is called 2 Hits of Meth. It's a working title. Has no bass, but you get the idea. You get a little gist of it. Fucking brutal. I love it. Thank you, Jeff, for sending this over. I'm glad I get a chance to hear it. Now, he did also send a song he says I can play called Blood Priest. And I'm downloading that as we speak right now, and I'm going to add it here, and then we're going to take a quick music break before we do the news. You guys are going to keep it locked right here on OFNR because you're going to want to hear this whole thing. It's called Blood Priest. It's brand new music, and I mean fucking brand fucking new, man. Like nobody else has heard this ever. Blood Priest by Bone Storm. Simpsons did it.
Because you never can tell. There just might be a gremlin in your house.
Holy shit, what is that?
It's a fucking gremlin, dude.
Where the fuck did it come from?
I bought it off eBay.
Why the fuck are you buying gremlins for the effing studio?
Because he'll play new music.
Oh. Well, alright. He just kind of creeps me out, that's all.
New music.
Coming up now.
Yo, man, what station is this?
It's officialfnradio.com.
So then that means there's going to be brand new music, right?
Brand new music for your ear hole.
Get up.
Right now.
Yeah. Boom, brand new music right there from Spire out of fucking Syracuse, New York. Song's called It's Always Cold Up Here. That's brand fucking new music. So good. Really digging that.
That shit was nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty. Destructions of the Universe is the name of the album. Go check them out on Facebook. If you're listening in, you gotta turn that off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I heard that. And of course, our good friends from Sweden before that with Hour of Anguish, with Farewell to the Flesh, some Swedish metal from Sweden. And before that, really sincerely brand new music. And I mean like fucking really brand new. Like I just got that shit in my email tonight. Bone Storm, Blood Priest, Demo. Yeah, thank you Jeff Miles for sending that shit. Brutal fucking music, man. Loving it. What's up, Nom Nuts?
Not a dude. What's going on?
Samey same.
Life.
Yeah, man. You're having a rough day, huh?
Having a rough fucking... Yeah, I'm having a rough day.
Did you get it all squared away, or...?
Nope, not at fucking all.
Wow.
But I'm talking to you, so... Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Fuck. Right now, I can't find the fucking lock-in key for the lug nuts. And there's 4 all the way around, you know?
So what do you got to do now? Can you go and get...
You can order them online, which is... Good $30 to $40 to make sure you get the right one, or I can go to the dealership, which I can't call anybody right now, unless I call a fucking dealership in California or some shit, you know.
But you can't go to like a AutoZone and just get a fucking lug nut key?
You would have to buy the whole set, and right now, exactly what I found from AutoZone right now is $112.
Now I'm nuts. Bullshit.
Yeah, so fuck that, dude.
How flat is the tire?
It's got a screw in it, and it's holding air right now.
So maybe in the morning you could run over to the dealer. Maybe they'll help you out.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. This chick has to be to work at 6:30.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
In Hamden, and then she's got an interview at fucking 4 in Manchester or somewhere.
6:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh god!
Now I'm nuts.
That sucks.
Hey, fuck you.
Dude, we've had a good show so far. It's been a good time here on Off and R.
I just caught the last set of bands right before you went to break.
Yeah,
the shit was nasty. Then, especially that new one.
Yeah, Bone Storm, that Spire, man, Hour of Anguish, all kinds of new music. You always hear new music here on Off and R, especially on the Indie 180. I love playing you guys new stuff. We get new music all the fucking time. All the time.
Truth.
Every week. We're always getting new stuff. I actually have a bunch of new music to go through, but you're not here this week, so we're not going to do that this week. We'll wait until next week when you guys are going to be here. Because She Walks Without Legs are going to be in the studio.
She Walks on the Nubs?
She Walks on the Nom Nuts.
Hey, can you hear me all right? I'm using a shitty mic.
I can hear you great. Sounds like you're right here.
Perfect.
The beauty of Skype.
Yeah.
Our first use of the Skype system since you.
Yes, I wish I could see you.
Since you've joined. No, I don't do the video Skype. I don't have a video camera.
Yeah. All I have is a picture of a gorilla in the center of my screen right now.
Yeah, that's a good picture of me right there.
Oh, yeah, holding the world.
I'm drinking by myself here tonight, man.
Yo, all right.
I got all this beer.
I don't want to say that's why I'm mad I'm not there, but...
I've got all this beer, and I'm drinking it all by myself.
I know, motherfucker. I know. All right. Figures.
I'll have beer next week. Don't worry. I'm not going to finish the 30 rack all by myself. I got to go to work tomorrow. Fuck. I'll be fucked.
I could use one right now. That's for sure.
I wish Skype would allow me to, transfer you a beer. That would be awesome.
3D print the beer and brew it.
Right? Dude. How cool is it that we're the featured fucking metal station on Stream Licensing?
Dude, that is fucking badass. Been sharing the shit out of that all week.
I know, dude. It's fucking... Dude, I was flipping out, bro. I got that email and I was like, what the fuck, yo?
Dude, congratulations, because I've only been part of what you're doing for this short time now. You deserve what you got, you know what I mean? And everybody that's been part of it with you.
Man, lots of people have come through these hollowed halls of OFNR over the 10 years, and there's a list. I couldn't go through it all now, but so many people. I really quickly, I do want to say thanks to Aaron and Mr. Woods. Aaron, a.k.a. Neil, and Mr. Woods. Those are the guys that helped me start this fucking thing. Video Bill, who's a Navy seaman. And Shell Shock, who's still with us, does sports, does football. He'll be coming back in the fall for his Pro Football Weekly. And all the cast and crew, the Paladin, the fucking, of course, yourself, Nom Nuts, the Much.
Nom Nuts.
The Bagman, fucking Chaos Crew, Major Chugs, some dude, all these motherfuckers, man.
Major Chugs will always be Major Chugs to me.
That's what I'm fucking screaming, bro. He's like, I'm not Major Chugs anymore. I'm like, fuck yourself.
You're still Major Chugs. That's when I met him, he was Major Chugs.
That's what I'm fucking screaming.
If you're not Major Chugs, you are now the artist formerly known as
Major Chugs.
Major Chugs.
Nice. Now, what I was going to do here, I've got the news, and then I've also got, it's July, and last week we didn't get a chance to do the Bizarre Holidays because we had Dead by Wednesday in studio, and I wasn't going to do any kind of silly shit with them here.
DP Dubs was killing it, though, man. That was awesome.
I played 2 of those tracks earlier, and I did the debut of fucking You and I.
That's what I was going to say. We didn't get a chance to listen in Sunday because we were raging out at the Randy Awards.
Dude, and we are Randy. I was going to fucking totally celebrate with you tonight. We are Randy Award winning motherfuckers.
Yeah, we do. That was fucking awesome.
It was really a great show. It really was a great time, and I, again, cannot thank Randy enough, A, for letting us be a part of it, B, for the Randy Award, for the Knob Award. Thank you, Randy. It was a really great time. You got the, Smoke 2 Joints Award?
No. Jess and I got the 2 Smoking Jays Award. Is what we got for being and just for helping Randy out for a bunch of shows, you know. Man. And I think She Walks got the Randomness Award.
Yeah, you guys totally did get an award. I was listening back at the to the live broadcast because I had to send it over to Randy, and I was like, "Hey, wait a minute, She Walks got another award," but we were out playing beer pong.
That's good. I didn't expect it. I actually, funny story. I have an electro etcher at work, and I decided to etch because everyone got, you got an award. Anyone who got an award, it says First Annual Randy Award, but that's what it says on the back. And you just have a word to go by of what award you got, but I'm etching into the back of mine what the award was for, and
nice.
Just separate names on them. And
I might have to give you mine so that you can do that for me.
Oh, definitely. I'll show you how ours worked out. The band doesn't even know they won one, so I didn't tell them yet.
Nice.
If anyone's listening, spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I want to go through the Bizarre Holidays. I'm just going to bang through this. I know you probably don't have it up handy. But I'm just going to bang through it real fast, as fast as I can.
Actually, Google Docs.
Oh, yeah. Do you have it up?
I am pulling it up right now. Just do what you got to do, my man. I'll be right here.
Nice. All right. So each and every month, we give you the bizarre and unique holidays of the month. Brought to you by HolidayInsights.com. It's a great little website if you want to have random fucking months for every day of the week. And for the month, it's National Blueberry Month, National Anti-Boredom Month, Unlucky Month for Weddings, National Cell Phone Courtesy Month. Those of you playing Pokemon Go. And earlier, Jordan, I wish you had listened because I did the Cannabis Collective. And, dude, the 7 fucking strains that you can find out in the world while you're out there doing Pokemon.
I saw you posted a couple things to the page. Was that part of it there?
Yeah, definitely. Smokey-Mon Yo.
Smokey-Mon Yo.
I'm making a new app, where you can go out and find strains of cannabis. I think that'll do way better than Pokemon, dude.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I fucking caught fucking purple poison, man.
Oh, man. Fucking Pokemon. I to each your own. Whoever wants to play it, play it. But this guy was live streaming that shit.
Yeah.
I just saw this this afternoon. Actually, I saw it on this news page I check on, and this guy was streaming Pokemon Go. He's also an Uber driver, so that was his thing, man. He's driving around and he's fucking getting these Pokemon Go and he's streaming it online, fucking doing his thing, trying to get views and all that. And he witnessed a murder the other night. Yeah, on his live stream, like, you can hear him go, "Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god!" This guy just killed this bitch and dumped her in front of the steps of this church.
Wow.
Like right where he was, and the guy chased him and he called the cops and shit.
Wow.
He had to hang up so he can give the cops his number. Dude,
That's
freaking crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm putting this on OFNR Indy 180 to all our listeners, all you new listeners. If you just joined us, maybe recently because of the featured metal station on stream licensing, maybe you just joined OFNR. I'm putting this out there. I guarantee you, somebody's gonna get shot over Pokemon Go.
Definitely. No, people have already been shot at. That was another thing. Kids going out at midnight trying to freaking get them have been shot at already.
Somebody's going to get killed, man. Somebody's going to get killed over this fucking stupid game. And look, apparently, Frank Connors recently posted and TJ from formerly of Lightsbane posted where, those of us who don't play shouldn't talk shit because we should allow others to enjoy it. This is OFNR. I can talk shit whenever the fuck I want.
Goddamn right.
And fuck Pokemon Go. What the First of all, I am way too fucking lazy to be playing a game where I gotta get up off my couch and leave my house and walk around. Second of all, I did download it. I downloaded it. I had it for a day. I could not find one single fucking Pokemon. And third of all, I've never played Pokemon. I've never been into it, even when it was out back in the day. When it was a huge thing back in 90s or whatever. I just never got into it. It's just never my thing. I'm all about the chin Pokemon, I'm looking for Shu. If somebody's got Shu, I'll trade you. I'll trade you fucking my Alabama man for Shu.
I never got into it really either. And all my friends did, and I'm never gonna knock it. Whatever, man. To each your own.
Well,
I never
think it's funny.
The hype,
I think it's funny. I can't knock it. Why? Is it gonna make you butthurt?
Actually, I guess go for it. Knock it. Fuck it.
If you like the game, what the fuck do you give a fuck what I say? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
At any rate, some more stuff. It is also National Hot Dog Month and National Ice Cream Month. Week 2, which is this week, this whole week is Nude Recreation Week.
Yes.
So, yeah. Some of you ought not to participate, including myself.
I'm out.
Yeah. All right, so the first was Canada Day and Creative Ice Cream Flavors Day, also International Joke Day.
Right.
The second was I Forgot Day and World UFO Day. The third was Build a Scarecrow Day and Compliment Your Mirror Day, because I do have a sexy mirror.
You got a sexy mirror?
Yeah. It's also Disobedience Day and Stay Out of the Sun Day, so if you don't want to stay out of the sun, then disobey that, and I don't really give a fuck. The fourth was National Country Music Day, and if you play those songs backwards, you get your truck back, your car back, your wife back, your dog back.
Oh, God, and you don't have to shoot your dog either.
And the fourth was also Sidewalk Egg Frying Day, because apparently it was hot enough to fry an egg.
It was.
The fifth was Workaholics Day. Even though everyone is on holiday, it's still Workaholics Day somehow. The sixth was International Kissing Day and National Fried Chicken Day. For all you, you know what? I won't even say it. I'll just say this: Black Lives Matter. Chocolate Day was the 7th. Oh, that was so over the top. Chocolate Day was the 7th. National Strawberry Sundae Day was also the 7th. The 8th was National Blueberry Day, not Blue Balls Day.
Blue Balls Day, National Blue Ball.
The 8th was also Blue Balls matter. The 8th was also Video Games Day. For those of you who play video games, maybe you got your Pokemon Go that day. The 9th was National Sugar Cookie Day, and I do love me some sugar cookies. Those are good. They're easy to make.
Oh, man.
Number 10, the 10th was Teddy Bear Picnic Day, because that's the day the teddy bears have their picnic.
Hey, we got sugar cookies on the 10th, if you remember.
Yeah, we got cock cookies.
Hey, cock and titty cookies.
Cockies.
Those are delicious.
I didn't have one. I don't like putting cocks in my mouth.
Nah, I had tits. Maybe you should have got a tit pair. I would have shared one with you.
I know. Well, we were busy playing beer pong.
Yeah, true.
Which we lost both times, by the way.
You know, my heart wasn't in the game.
We are.
No, hey, wait. And we didn't lose.
No, we lost.
First game.
We totally.
I didn't lose my first game anyway.
We totally lost our 2 games as Indy 180 Offner, Team Offner. I'm putting it out there. OFNR is doing a beer pong thing. We're gonna have 2 tables set up. Jesse James suggested that I put 2 tables set up. I've got the tables to do it, so we're gonna set up.
Yeah, me too.
2 tables. We're gonna get some teams together, and we're gonna do it sometime in August. So I'm gonna pick a date, and do you want the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, or the 26th
of
August? All those are Fridays, by the way.
Definitely not the 19th because we got mud volleyball really early in the morning. The 20th.
All right, so let's do the 12th. August the 12th. We're putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. I really want to get some. Dude, we got to get some teams. Let's talk to some people like in real life, off the Facebooks. Let's get some signups going and get some teams together for the 12th of August for the rescheduled Beer Pong 180. Because I really want.
12th is a Friday.
It is. I think that's a good date. I think a Friday is a good date. I can do a Saturday if that's better.
I just got to make sure we don't have a show. But I think we're all right now. I'll
double check and then let me know, and pick a date in August. Either a Friday or a Saturday. I don't really give a fuck.
I'm looking right now. I'm doing like 8 things at once. We just had unfortunate events. Someone had to drop off of the She Walks Without Legs CD party extravaganza, but we're working on getting someone else right now. So we'll update you when we know.
My accordion death metal band is free, so if you need.
Dude, yeah. Oh my God, wait a minute. Aaron's already on the prowl over here getting some stuff going, but
cool. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't fucking update the video then.
Well, it's right now, hey, it's open for confirmation. We need to fill a slot if anyone's listening.
Nice.
Message us.
The 11th is Cheer Up the Lonely Day and World Population Day. Today, the 12th, it's Different Colored Eyes Day and Pecan Pie Day. And I do like some pecan pie. I like poontang pie a lot more than pecan pie. I love poontang pie, dude. I love fucking eating pussy.
Oh, God.
Is that not the best thing ever? I mean,
it
really,
is the best thing ever.
Like this. These are reasons I could never be homosexual. Nothing against the homosexuals, but I love pussy too much. Way too much. Not a big fan of the cock.
I wish I had my soundboard going.
Tomorrow, dude, I could eat a peach for days. Tomorrow is Barbershop Music Appreciation Day, Embrace Your Geekiness Day, and Fool's Paradise Day. The 14th, it's Bastille Day and Pandemonium Day, and National Nude Day. Again, I will not be participating. Thank God for that.
Wait, is that National Naked Day Part 2?
No. There was a National Naked Month, or a Recreation Week. Nude Recreation Week was the second week of July.
Wait a minute.
So the 14th is the actual National Nude Day.
But there's a whole week dedicated to this.
Right. This would be the second week, right? So this week, all week long. But on Thursday, it is National Nude Day. So
now you know why I stayed home.
Tell your woman that it's National Nude Day and she can't wear any clothes.
You try telling her that.
No thanks.
I'm good, man.
I'll probably get smacked.
Yep, me too. You and me both got the same chance right about now.
The 15th is Tapioca Pudding Day and Cow Appreciation Day. Go out and give a cow a hug. 16th is Fresh Spinach Day, and National Ice Cream Day is the 17th. So if you go to Baskin Robbins, they'll probably give you a free fucking ice cream. The 11th, by the way, just to go back real quick, it's not here on the calendar, but the 11th is 7-Eleven Day. You could have gotten a free slushie. Yesterday. Could have gotten a free slushie yesterday.
That is bullshit.
Let's see, where are we at? The 16th is Fresh Spinach Day, 17th is National Ice Cream Day, also Peach Ice Cream Day. So if you're going to have ice cream, get peach ice cream for some reason. It's also Yellow Pig Day, whatever the fuck that is. Not really sure.
Man, people will just celebrate any goddamn thing.
The 18th is National Caviar Day. 19th, National Raspberry Cake Day. 20th, National Lollipop Day. Yeah, they will really, like, literally celebrate anything.
Yeah, you know, most of it sounded like it involved putting things in or around your mouth.
The 20th is Moon Day and Ugly Truck Day. 21st, National Junk Food Day, which I feel is every day if you're a stoner.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, dude, you should check out some of those strains for the Smoky Mon Go. Some of them strains sound really delicious. Really, really delicious.
I'm straining on something right now.
I hear this. I'm upset that I'm not partaking. Oh, hey! You guys just recently got added to the Posidemic Entertainment Show.
We did.
Which day are you playing?
Saturday.
Okay, good, because I think I'm coming Saturday. I'm not broadcasting, but I think I'm coming. Dude, who's the asshole who left his microphone at Cherry Street? That would be me.
Did you really?
Yeah, I really fucking did. I packed up my... Dude, I was a little inebriated.
Your MXL?
Yeah, I was a little inebriated, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, man.
Totally left my fucking MXL and cable and fucking nice case at Cherry Street. Thankfully, Sarah found it and has it on hold for me. So I gotta go.
I'm staring at mine right now.
I gotta go Saturday and fucking pick that up. So fucking asshole. And we've got a show tomorrow night for the fucking Citizens and Forum. So I already hit up Doug.
Fuck, man. If I was coming, I would have picked it up for you.
I was like, Doug, if you guys are doing a show tomorrow night, you should probably bring a microphone and cable because I left mine at Cherry Street like an asshole.
Or have him swing by, Cherry.
Right? I think they're coming from a different direction, honestly. All right, the 22nd is National Hammock Day and Rat Catchers Day. Whatever.
No, that's a day I can get behind right there. Hammocks and rat catchers.
The 23rd is Vanilla Ice Cream Day, and Amelia Earhart Day is the following day on the 24th. It's also Parents' Day, so call your parents and tell them that you love them. They won't be here forever.
Ew, no thank you.
The 25th is Culinarians Day, for those of you who are cooks. It's also Threading the Needle Day.
Hey, that's our day right there, the cooking part.
Yeah, man. I'm all about it.
Dude, I love fucking cooking.
So next week is the 19th. It's going to be National Raspberry Cake Day. Maybe I'll have Miss make a raspberry cake for us.
Ooh.
Sounds like a good idea, right? I'll go and get the stuff. Maybe I'll have her do that. Let's see. Where was I? The 26th, All or Nothing Day and Aunt and Uncle Day. 27th is Take Your Pants for a Walk Day. Just your pants, take them for a walk. Fuck. Play some Pokemon Go while you're out there.
I will hold them next to me out in the air as I walk down the road.
If you get fucking stopped by a cop, just be like, yo, it's National Walk Your Pants Day, didn't you know?
Yeah, the question is, should you do it while wearing other pair of pants or without pants at all?
Well, then you would be taking 2 pairs of pants for a walk. I think you should take your favorite pair of pants for a walk on the 27th. 28th is National Milk Chocolate Day. Who doesn't love some milk chocolate?
Fuck yes.
29th is National Lasagna Day. 30th,
yes.
National Cheesecake Day. 30th,
yes.
Also Father-in-Law Day. And
no.
International Day of Friendship. And then the 31st is Mutts Day and System Administrative Appreciation Day. There is all your days of the month of July. If you
don't appreciate the system.
If you missed any of those, go check out holidayinsights.com or just check out the replay on Bull Spike Radio. All right. Time for some news. Time to do the news.
The following news stories have been collected by our DJs, sent in by our fans and friends, and may or may not be true. In fact, most of them are probably bullshit. It's Knobs News Corner, the craziest, most insane place to get your news from the internet.
Nom nuts. Nom nuts. Nom nuts. Nom nuts. Now I'm nuts.
Wop, wop, wop.
I'm going to make a wop wop button. You say it a lot.
You should.
All right. The news brought to you in part by Cold Cock Whiskey, made with aged American bourbon and herbs like green tea, hibiscus, eucalyptus, ginger, ginkgo, and many more. Smooth taste, no whiskey burn. Take your shot over at coldcockwhiskey.com. And also brought to you in part by Blow Paste. Unlike most lubricants that have preservatives and aspartame, Blow Paste is a simple way to keep your mouth clean and fresh while doing the deed. You can also use Blow Paste for massage, lip gloss, and of course, hand jobs. Blow Paste is good for any cavity, so substitute your toothbrush with a dick. Blow job a day with Blow Paste at cheekychacha.com.
Cheeky-cha-cha.
Headline: RoboCop.
Oh, God, yes.
In California, the parents of a young boy who got knocked down and run over by a security robot at Stanford Shopping Center want to get the word out to prevent others from getting hurt. They said the machine is dangerous and fear other children will get hurt. The robot stands 5 foot tall and weighs 300 fucking pounds. It amused the shoppers of all ages, but last Thursday, 16-month-old Harwin Cheng had a frightening collision with the robot. 16 months, for those of you who don't know, is 1 year, 4 months.
Yep.
Just in case. So, why is your 1-year-old not in a fucking shopping cart?
Well, that lies the first question right there.
That lies first fucking question right there, man.
Proud parenting.
Once again, dude, you know, the parents... maybe you should get off your fucking Pokemon Go and do some parenting. Just saying.
Just saying.
Do you wanna tag team these, or you want me to just do them?
Oh, sure. I don't care. What are we? Fat Captain here?
Yeah. This is your Fat Captain speaking.
The reason the plane's been taking a nosedive this whole flight.
If somebody could just bring me some Cheetos.
Oh, shit. I'm picturing a plane in a nosedive, but flying forward, you know?
Right.
This is your Fat Captain speaking. A new aircraft made with wider seats to accommodate more portly passengers. They say portly. More fat passengers will be showcased in demonstration flights later this week. I'll admit it, I'm fat. I would like a wider seat.
Oh, you are not.
I'm not as large as some of my other friends,
you are not,
but
you are not fat in the sense of what they're talking about here. You know, these are for the folks who got to pay for 2 or 3 seats.
Yeah, I understand where they're getting at. I guess the Democrats.
Now, I'm just worried that this is if you're going to have a big-ass airline with some big-ass people, isn't this thing going to have a weight restriction? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking out here. Like the fucking... I'm sure they figure out the dimensions, you know what I mean? There's going to be less seats, fit less passengers by adding wider seats, because a plane can only be the same size, or a plane can be any size they want. I don't know. They've been building some crazy shit lately.
This is a CS-100 from Canadian manufacturer Bombardier, built with 19-inch middle seats. Damn. Wider than the Boeing 737, which only has 17.3-inch seats.
I'm measuring this shit right now, and it's fucking big.
And the Airbus has 18-inch seats. If you need a 19-inch seat, maybe you should reevaluate.
Your ass?
100 to 150 passenger capacity. Wider aisles, larger luggage. Largest windows in a single aisle aircraft. Wide body feel.
The aircraft usually, what does it say here? Yeah, it has 100 to 150 passenger capacity range, but it can still offer wider luggage bins and seats, larger windows. Hey, they get a fucking bigger window. I want a bigger window.
Dude, this must be a big-ass airplane. That's all I gotta say.
I vote for panoramic windows on all airplanes.
I've seen there is an aircraft that has like the windows that like the whole aircraft, not like
the whole length.
Yeah, but like it's like the aircraft itself can go transparent. It's fucked.
What are you talking about, man? Are you talking about enlightened theories?
No. This is a real thing. Like you can actually check this out. Yeah, it's a plane that the whole plane can go transparent, so you can actually like look down and see the ground.
It's maybe they're projecting the image on the inside of the plane.
Yeah, exactly. Some weird fucking shit, dude. It's fucking crazy.
I believe it. Disney can do anything nowadays.
Right?
Fucking planes.
In other plane news, welcome.
Oh shit.
Welcome to sunny. Oh shit, where the fuck are we? A Delta Airline jetliner with 130 passengers on board landed at the wrong fucking airport. How do you fucking land at the wrong fucking airport? Like, how do you even get clearance to land at the wrong airport? Like,
no, the thing was they thought they were at the right airport. That's the problem.
Like, yeah, we're supposed to land in North Dakota, but we're actually in South Dakota.
When did you find this out, sir? Right when you got on the runway. It's just terrible.
Hell yeah.
Ellsworth is... I'm just trying to figure out how far off they are right now.
Right? Fucking craziness. Absolute. Dude, I just
10 miles difference. It was a 10-mile difference.
But dude, I just don't get it. How the fuck? Like, first of all, I'm confused when they lose an airliner. You know, the Malaysia Airlines still lost and all that. Like, how do you
well, they think they may have found pieces of it, but then they think they found other pieces of it somewhere else, and then they think they found the whole plane somewhere in a fucking near a runway out there. But
with all the technology and aviation, how the fuck do you land at the wrong airport, even 10 miles away?
Right.
I just don't understand that, dude. Somebody's fired. I mean, right? Right? I mean, if you are a pilot and you land at the wrong airport, you're fired.
Nah. You know what? They'll just ground him for like a month. He'll lose a couple paychecks and... You know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Go ahead, you want to do this one?
Oh, shit. Yes, I do. Hey, stop breaking the law, asshole. I'm not, but...
How ironic.
But they say I am. Hey, this is LA. No, fucking what is this? A California woman was arrested after getting 3 speeding tickets within an hour while driving in Pulaski County. That's funny. Just paid market. Police there said Kai Kitchen of Los Angeles was taken into custody Sunday after issued an arrest warrant for a misdemeanor of reckless driving. Police say Trooper N.S. Rife. Is his name Rife? N.S. Rife? That's weird. First spotted. It's even weirder. Her last name's Kitchen, to be honest with you.
Right?
Like, they moved to America, and I'm not trying to be racist at all, but her name's Kai Kitchen, and it just reminds me of the stereotypical Asian lady that moved to America, and they're like, oh, we need last name.
She probably had a fucked up last name, and they were just like Kitchen.
Oh, dude, they clocked her doing 93. That she was doing 23 above the speed limit.
The first time.
Holy crap! What? All right, because I just got an 80. I just got an 89 and a 70. They're saying she got a 93 and a 70. And my ticket was 372. I typed in. Or they had the next setting. If I gotten higher, if you were above 90, I think your ticket's $493. Wow. So she already had a $500 ticket right there her first time.
Boom.
Boom. You know, that's fucking ridiculous. She was cited for reckless driving 40 minutes later when the same cop saw her speeding again, doing 97.
That was the second time. She got rocked for 3 fucking times, dude.
Holy shit, you're kidding me.
3. At 8 a.m., Trooper MR Overholt, I'm on the actual page now, caught Kitchen doing 90-fucking-4 on I-81. So it wasn't bad enough for the first time, not bad enough for the second, which now you're up to about $1,000 in fucking speeding tickets on 2 tickets alone.
Yeah, I would think it'd be more than that, but yeah.
We figure 400 and 400 is 8, plus the fucking fact that you got stopped the second time, that they're going to tack on a little extra.
I'd take her license away.
That's $1,000.
At least for a while.
That's $1,000. By the third time, Kitchen's supporters alleged that she was only stopped because she's black. But the lawyers call that nonsense. This doesn't have anything to do with her color of her skin. She was driving in excess
Thanks
of
for trying to keep racism alive there, lady.
speed limit on 3 different occasions in an hour. Kitchen was slated to be released from jail. She actually went to jail, spent 4 days there, and was hit with a $1,000 fine. Plus the tickets. I would imagine she got a couple tickets there.
All right, so yeah, she's probably up to, like $2,300 and just paying the state alone.
At least. And then I'm sure that's going to look great on her fucking driving record.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. At what point do you, after the first time, wouldn't you slow down a little?
Oh, of course. The second I turned around and came back up the same highway the opposite way, I was already doing 25 miles an hour less than, you know what I mean? I wasn't getting, I don't know.
Dude,
I think I learned my lesson for a little while, man.
Hour, dude, 3 times in an hour. That's somebody who just, I don't give a fuck what color your skin is, dude. That's somebody who does not give a fuck.
Yeah.
No fucks given.
And if you get a second time and you get nailed a third time, that's right there. I'd be taking the car, taking you, and you weren't getting your license back for at least a year, or more.
Absolutely.
It'd be something to make you not do it again.
Absolutely. All right, moving on. Headline, Eye Punch.
Yes.
You've heard about iPhones. You've heard about iPads. Well, this is an eye punch. An old woman from Harbin, China, almost gone blind after enduring numerous beatings as a form of therapy. Simple-minded lady actually believed that getting hit in the head and other parts of her body would actually improve her health. The woman, known by her surname Bao, started attending punching therapy at a recommendation of a therapist in the Natural Shock Health Club. Somehow, receiving heavy blows to the head, eyes, and body didn't convince Bao that the treatment was a seriously bad idea. So she kept attending the painful 1-hour sessions twice or 3 times a week. 1 hour for 3 times a week, bro. Getting punched in the fucking face, yo. The fuck is wrong with people?
Rule number 1 about Fight Club. Yeah, talk about Fight Club.
Dude, would you ever go to get punched in the face?
No. I wouldn't just go somewhere and be like, I need this kind of therapy. But hey, there's boxers in the rings. We got professional wrestlers. There's UFC. To them, that's their shit, man. They got to do it. That's therapy. I don't know. But I'm good, man. I'm definitely good with that. Only when I jump in the pit is when I need to get hit in the face. And even then, try to keep them elbows low, my friends.
Right.
Yeah. I've definitely gotten hit in the jaw. I've gotten rocked. I got my socks rocked many times.
Dude, I just don't know that I would go get punched in the face.
Not just to walk in and be like, hey, how you guys doing? Hi, how much is that going to be? $45? Really? Shit. All right, this better be good. Thank you for punching me in the face. I hope it's good. I'm taking one. There's something to be said about that.
I don't know.
I can go to Cherry and be like, Knob, all right, seriously, hit me in the face. And you're like, you sure, dude? I'm like, yeah, Knob, hit me in the face.
I just don't know that I would go to a therapy session 3 times a week to get punched in the face.
No.
That doesn't sound like fun. I think after the first time, I'd be like, wait a minute, this is dumb.
Why not? I go to work 5 times.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
true. That's true. All right, we only got 2 more stories. Let's finish these off. This way we can get the fuck out of here for the night.
This one's kind of...
it's pretty interesting.
I guess it's kind of interesting. 2 identical twin ladies, both 35. They've been doing a lot of stuff together, living life together and whatnot. They didn't plan on getting pregnant around the same time, but they did. And they managed to have kids at the same time in 2 different time zones. Right? Yeah, one of them was in Denver. You saw this, Nub.
Yeah.
One was in Denver at 1:18 a.m. and one was in California at 1:18 a.m. So technically an hour apart from each other. It would be 2:18 in Denver, But That's pretty fucking cool. Technically, on both their birth certificates for their kids, they both say 1:18 a.m. on that day for that date. They're just in different time zones. And I don't think your birth certificate allots for time zone, you know?
Yeah.
I know mine doesn't.
It's fucking weird, huh?
Yeah.
Very fucking strange. So what are the chances of that, man? That's got to be a pretty high fucking unprobable.
It's going to be even weirder if both of those kids come out and look exactly like each other.
Well, when I first read the story, that's what I thought had happened. Like, it was twins.
That came out of two different mothers.
Yeah,
or
like,
something.
you know, some kind of sperm donating type of thing. But it's not. It's two twin sisters having babies at the exact same time. I mean, sure, twins do everything together, but that's a little ridiculous.
Oh, I see how you did this. How did you... You got the best one.
Last but not least, Cunt of the Month contestant.
Cunt of the Month.
Since, you know, it's not the end of the month yet, I figured she's just a contestant for Cunt of the Month. I think she definitely has a good chance of winning Cunt of the Month for the month. In Daytona Beach, swinging her 5-month-old son like a baseball bat, a Florida woman yesterday struck her boyfriend with an infant before dropping the child face first into the sand. Cops allege that Tatiana Allen, 18, intentionally hit her 19-year-old boyfriend several times in the face with a closed hand before using her baby, quote-unquote, as a weapon. Dude.
I'm sorry.
Fuck?
But it says, like a bat. Before the baby was dropped in the sand face down. She you know, like...
Dude...
I'm running the first base.
Who fucking uses their kid like a fucking baseball bat, yo?
Apparently this bitch. And she's probably not the first one.
Allen's boyfriend, the child's father, quickly flipped the infant upright since he was unable to turn over on his own. Witnesses told cops that Allen subsequently snatched her son from the man's arms and walked away with the child dangling without his head being supported. So do you grab the feet or the head? Which way is better for, like, weaponry? Maybe you use the kid like nunchucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Swinging them around with the arms and shit.
All right.
I got two kids, man. I'm trying to figure this out. Like, logistically, how the fuck do you... And this comes from the Smoking Gun. That's not like a unusual website. Like, that's not a...
Right, now I'm on their site reading this.
Yeah, like Tatiana and Allen, like, dude. So which way do you go? Do you go feet first? I would think you grab the feet, right?
Yep.
Because like grabbing the head wouldn't really. That would be too flimsy of a weapon. You know.
I don't believe her.
It's also been reported on CBS News. So this is a real story. It's a real fucking story, yo.
Dude. 20 witnesses, all this shit, and oh man. What's up with the baby, though? I want to know. I want to, like, what the fuck?
Right? Did the kid get any fucking injuries?
She was 18, and her boyfriend is...
19?
19.
Baby's having babies, man. She's
exactly.
She's held in lieu of $30,000 bond. Arrested for aggravated assault and child abuse and battery. Dude.
Stupid bitch. Hey, we can say whatever we want here on Open, alright? Stupid fucking cunt of the month.
The baby was transported to a Daytona Beach hospital for treatment and further evaluation. She denied throwing the child in the sand or hitting the dude.
She looks like a real winner here.
Oh, yeah, a real fucking winner. Absolutely. I don't even know, dude. Some fucked up shit happens in Florida. There's something in the water down there, bro. Like, legitimately.
I know what you mean, brother.
Legitimately. There you go. That's Knobs News Corner for the week. Brought to you in part by Cold Cock Whiskey and Blow Paste. I just don't... what a way to end the night, huh?
Doesn't sit right.
It doesn't. Tomorrow's
I want-
Wednesday. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
I was going to say, kind of want to go on a road trip.
Right.
Let's go on tour, but instead of go on tour, we just drive around places beating the shit out of people.
And we can look for Pokemon on our way.
Oh. Now this game has become useful because we'll drive around the country.
Right, touring bands now have something to do.
I'll call you.
I think we should do Smokey-Mon instead.
Smokey Man, I'm so down.
Smoke me, man.
We got to figure out how to build an app.
Right? Dude, I think we'd have a fucking award-winning app. Instead of trying to catch Pokemon, dude, you're trying to catch strains of cannabis. Dude. I think this is a fucking winning idea. And this is just so anyone gets any fucking bright ideas, yo. I've got this all recorded. I'm patenting this fucking idea right now, so don't be stealing our shit.
Gotta toko them all. Smoke it, man.
Smoke me, man. Brought to you by Nomnots Corporation.
Charizard would still be Charizard.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. Modern rock mixed with metal, mixed with independent tunes at 1 o'clock. Turbo takes over the OFNR airwaves for the Asylum. Brought to you by Bull Spike Radio, our brothers in internet radio.
Bull Spike.
Turbo takes
Hi. Oh, wait. It's Sunday.
That's right.
I hope my tires are fixed by now.
Right? Note to self, fix your shit.
Note to self, remember like 4 days ago when you were really pissed off? Well, this radio show is over and everything's okay.
Right. Thursday, modern rock mixed with metal, mixed with independent tunes. Friday starts off the all-independent weekend. And Nomnuts, what do we play on the all-independent weekend?
All independent music.
Nuts.
You mean we play all-independent music? How weird.
I think so anyway. Did I get it right?
Yeah. Strange, right? That we would do
Yeah.
that? Play all-independent music?
Come on, Daddy.
Of course. We play all-independent music all weekend
real weird.
long. Instead of playing signed bands during an all-independent weekend like other fucking radio stations have been known to do, when we say all-independent weekend, we actually fucking mean it. Now, we do take a quick break for the all-independent weekend because Johnny Demon does a radio show at 1 o'clock from 1 to 3 or 1 to 2, whatever it is, and he plays whatever the fuck he wants. So, if it's not all independent during that time frame, well, you can go screw yourself. It's a fucking broadcast show. Syndicated. Go check out Johnny Demon's...
Johnny D show, man.
Yeah, it's Johnny D's radio show. Go check it
You
out.
let him do what he wants.
It's a good fucking show. You should check it out. He plays really good tunes. Played some Whitechapel this past weekend, dude. I love that.
Nice.
Shit. Ugh. That new Whitechapel is brutal, dude. Oh, my God. Fuck, is it heavy.
They're tearing it up. There's a couple new bands I've been catching, though, that are pretty nasty.
For sure. And then, of course, Monday is not modern rock. Monday is Metal Monday. Brutal, savage, heavy metal all day long because fuck Monday.
Fuck Monday.
We don't like Mondays, so we play brutal, savage, heavy metal. Then on Tuesday, we open up the Grunge Garage, 90s music all day long, right up until 8 o'clock. Next week, we have She Walks Without Legs in studio to hang out with us and talk about the CD release show. We'll play some new tunes from the fucking brand new disc that I have.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun.
If those guys are coming to the studio, I'm not coming to either next week.
All right.
Wait, what? That'd be fucked up, right?
Oh, dude, there was something you missed earlier.
What?
I am Iron Man.
I love you. I do. I was waiting for it all day.
Oh, shit. We're out of here. Is there anything you want to hear on the way out? Any bands? Anything in particular? Anything? Otherwise, I'm just going to play some 90s music.
Do you know Iron Man by Black Sabbath? No, wait, that's not independent.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. We're out of here, so it could be a 90s band. I do have Black Sabbath. I just don't have it handy.
Duh.
It's in my Wayback Library, and I guess I could pull it up. I mean, I don't know if I have Iron Man though. I don't know.
The moment's over.
Yeah.
It's gone.
So you don't want to hear anything in particular?
No, play some new music. I know you got some new music.
I do have some new tunes. I'll play play this new Lion's Heart.
Hey, my question: are you going to keep talking to me?
No, I'm hanging up. I'm out of here. It's 11 o'clock. I'm going to bed.
So the way this is connected, I can't keep talking to you after.
No.
Oh, well, fuck you then. Good night.
Good night, Jordan. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, brother.
Actually, I'll
talk to
probably
you soon.
see you on Saturday. Because what time you guys going on? Do you have any idea?
If it doesn't rain, I think it's like 4:15 to 4:30, 4:40.
I gotta get there.
If it does rain, it's 5:15 to 5:30, 5:40. Fuck. Something like that.
Well, I may not catch your set. I don't know what time I'm going to get there. But
That's all right, man.
if not, I will...
Oh, you're going to miss a good set. We're doing all old tunes.
That's all right. If I missed your set, I apologize in advance, but I'll probably show up at some point during the day. Come hang out. I don't know. I got things I got to take care of during the day, and then with the fam, and I do want to get out to the show, though. I don't want to miss it, you know?
Oh, that's cool.